Yay.
Yay.
Okay, now they can hear me, so they can hear me say,
Oh,
like...
my Discord just went to gray.
Yeah, you're completely blacked out.
Okay.
Oh, I can see her.
It's like almost...
I'm back now, but like my whole computer screen went gray on Discord.
Yeah, it's almost like sudden rapid movement from multiple sources caused a huge, drag on the stream. But hey, we're live! We're still doing this. Everything is literally falling apart around us.
We are Grieve the 23rd, right?
I have lost track. But
Grieve the 23rd.
Grief the 23rd sounds accurate.
Yes.
The day we got tickets and became officially Devotion's friends.
I really don't have a response to
Some
that.
of us.
All of us that are here. It's very literal. So if he offered a friend's prize and we accepted, according to Ingrid, we're all officially Devotion's friends now.
Fair.
I can't dispute that.
Yeah.
Guys, this is game 61.
Yes.
It's been 30 something episodes.
Also, Sirenscape may be playing.
Yes.
Yeah.
We listen to Sirenscape. Sirenscape is fun.
I am not in my right frame of mind right now. I'm having massive anxiety fits. So, someone else do all the intros. I'm going to sit here and sip a Dr. Pepper.
Hi, everybody. The music provided for this game is by Sirenscape. Sirenscape.
Oh, no, you have to do
Thanks.
all the intros now. That's what he said. Someone do all the intros. So take it away.
Hi, everybody. I'm someone.
That is not inaccurate.
Hey. I'm Tux, and I play Feridir. Also, Eldrin in Ronan is his real name. He's starting to go back to his real name for reasons. He is currently Simic hybrid ranger of the Simic Combine. I know I mispronounced that, but
No,
it
actually, you
helps
got it
me
all right.
remember which one
Yeah, no,
it is.
You got it right.
Yeah. But
I bet you didn't expect to go by Feridir this many episodes when you were like, oh, wait, I can't put my real name on my character sheet. I'm going to put the name they know me by. And you rewrote your character sheet name. I bet you didn't expect it to be 60 episodes of using your assumed name.
yeah. And then I rewrote my character sheet name, and then I completely forgot my actual name. So the DM is like, hey, this is your house. And I'm like, this is somebody's house. And the DM just glares at me, but also kind of laughs because they know me.
Well, I'm Zizava. I'm playing Ingrid Corvide. She's a Golgari shaman, and she plays the hordes person of the group.
Well, I'm Halo Cat. IP still trying to change. I'll find it out. But I am playing Feral Temvis, better known as Frizz. Cool lightning sorcerer, but really chaotic wild magic sorcerer. Who's gonna blow some things up, hopefully. And hopefully that thing is an angel.
Maybe not this time, but eventually.
Announcements. Look for Tux and Yurnos doing a world-building 5-room dungeon for Tux's very first time DMing.
Oh, yeah, that's next week, isn't it?
You can do that. Is it?
Yeah, next week, Saturday, 10 a.m.
Wait, what?
EST.
You have to work on the time. It can be before Saturday if y'all find a good time.
No, Saturday. That's when we've been doing the streams. We have to keep a regular stream up.
He doesn't do Saturdays.
We'll be in touch.
I know. I'm having fun.
Okay, good.
So recap.
I felt super awkward.
Wait, do we get any recap
Even
bonuses
more
this
so
time?
than usual.
This is 9 pages.
Okay. I will give you a thumbs up. and try to figure out why your thing flickers so much. When if anyone's feed should be stable, it's yours.
You'd think, but due to network routing, that's not always the case. It gets weird.
So we went over the precinct records, did some more investigation. I don't think I'm going to sum it up detail by detail, but we're pretty sure that it is Dominion of the Fallen and that she's using polymorph, silence, and a burning blade, as well as dropping people. We found out she was last put in like a containment thing for 50 years, and there's older cases that may have been her too, but they were never proven. So we went back to tell Cathal it was her, and Cathal's like, well, have you talked to Devotion yet? And so we went to go talk to Devotion, who was very surprised it wasn't Feridir's ex we were going after. So Devotion knew all about Feridir's ex. And
Current, technically.
Current ex?
Yeah, you've been confusing me every time you say ex because they're still legally married.
I know, but Devotion said ex. He was like, so we're going after exes now. I would have thought it would have been yours. Yeah, I know it's not an ex. Oh, before we got to that part, we actually discovered some other stuff. We met with Shaw. We found out that we don't have our writ anymore, and they're probably going to take away the bounty. We went to in there and found out it connects to our agency and is another agency, basically.
Oak Street Inn. It's the 2nd Precinct outpost.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming none of y'all have looked up Oak Street Inn.
No?
Go ahead and
Ideas for this session.
just go ahead and pull up Google Magic the Gathering Oak Street Inn.
Are we all just like Googling it?
Yes.
I assume you are.
Okay. For a second, I thought like, oh shit, I crashed again. Wait. No, why is nobody talking?
Anyway, I'm not going to read through it all right now. But
I found
when
it in the Keeper.
found out that they connect and that there's one in the 6th precinct also. Presumably both Cathal's sisters, and Noros had been working on that. And we ditched Feridir's bodyguards there.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, they might come looking for you at some point since they're on duty. Found out one of them was a recorder.
Which one?
The one with the keen mind.
I know. I'm joking.
So we found out Devotion and Dami used to be involved. Let's see. We saw the setting for their play. Follies of the Orzhov Prince. Let's see. We found out that the Voidstone coin is Devotion's coin. So he says, but I mean, he gave it to Griggum, so it makes sense.
Well, he's currently tuned to the lead coin.
10?
10. What'd I say, lead?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we don't talk about the lead coin.
And
It does intelligence damage.
found out a lot of cool loremonger stuff. I don't know if you want to go over any of that about Devotion.
The screaming and the laughter.
Yeah, no, I asked about like who devotion is, what the thing knows about devotion, and just cackling and ominous noises and gross
But you got
stuff.
some aliases too out of that.
And then I got some aliases that I have written down. I think they're in the other room.
Agent of the Devoted, Avatar
Yeah.
of the Black, Ringmaster of the Fallen Stars.
Yeah, all those three, which are kind of interesting. Could be very bad.
Well, I mean, y'all have seen his crest. It's the Harlequin Divide with stars on it.
Yeah, that's not the one I'm worried about. I get that one. That one makes sense. He's the ringmaster who is in control of the little Rakdos group he's in. That's
Stupid
fine.
question. The order
Avatar
of
of the
those
Black.
nicknames doesn't have significance, right?
Mm.
Like, it's not chronological. Just a random question. Sorry.
Sorry to interrupt, Sizzla.
What was I about to say? Oh, and he asked us to bring Dami's coin to him, the pretty glass one. And then Ingrid couldn't necessarily truthfully say she didn't want it, so got threatened.
That wasn't a threat. It was just a friendly incentive.
It's a tiny bit threat.
It's a friendly incentive.
Also said to say hi to his brother, so there's that to figure out. We know tears probably counts, but we don't know who else he means. That's it for my recap. I don't have a very concise recap this time.
It's all good.
Oh, we did one more thing. We scryed on Dr. Cardot and succeeded and saw, we don't know it's him, but Blade of the Fallen with him.
And he was doing something with something to some things.
Looked like the Azorius, not the Azorius coin, it's maybe a Demir coin, but the, looked like the
Brass
coin that we had turned in was being used on bodies.
To do things with souls. So, yeah.
Maybe some Arcana rolls to figure out more of what that was.
You see, episodes like this are just so lore heavy that I should just hand y'all my Bible and say, I'm going to go take a nap. Alright, so we're picking up. It is stupid early still. Oh, hi, Equilibrium. It's something like 10 a.m., I think.
Yeah, it was
10
still
or
really
11.
early.
Mm-hmm.
We'll say 10 just for the sake of giving y'all more time.
Okay, so we finished scrying. Do we want to talk to Cathal? You were curious about if devotion used to be in the group.
I think we should talk to Cathal in general.
Yeah, we should talk to Cathal anyway. Cathal's got lots of good information, but yes, I do want to check devotion as well.
And then I still have that errand when we're done with that.
Yeah, no, we definitely should check it out afterwards.
So I guess we're gonna go leave the library and look for Cathal.
Yeah.
Okay. Y'all are at the library and the agency, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, she's not too hard to find. She was in there earlier. You would track her down to her lab.
Interrupting her like usual.
So,
Knock,
yes.
knock, Hey, Cathal!
Yes.
Do you have a minute to talk some question stuff?
There's a beat. No.
Well, then I'll ask you real quick. Was devotion part of the agency?
The agency?
Good giggles.
No.
Order.
So, this whisper jar thing, okay? So, like, you know how I can ask questions, and if it knows things about it, it'll, like, say something about them?
She
How
eventually
did a
opens the door.
recording... Okay, how did a recording of... Can I play it back?
Yeah.
How did this get recorded?
She
The
kind of
jar.
looks at the jar. It's like, right, forgot about that. Okay, what were you asking?
What? Well, why did that happen?
Why did what happen?
The noise.
Oh, do you mean in a physics sense, or?
Okay, why specifically did that sound get recorded? How did that happen?
The whisper jar was open at the time.
Okay, yes, I understand that. I am not a moron. You know what I'm asking.
Okay. Let's start this from the beginning. He was not a member of the agency. I do not know about that exact moment, or why it was recorded, or who may or may not have left the whisper jar open to record that.
How long have y'all worked together?
Getting close to 60 years?
Is he part of the order?
Which order?
Of the second sight.
Tangentially.
Okay.
So you knew him before he was a ringmaster?
You do realize that, there is a reason that I am working with y'all, so that y'all know that, anything you find out or want to keep unknown is not actively revealed. Would you like some future person asking questions about you?
I'm just going to chalk that up to a yes, you didn't say, because he's been a ringmaster 50 years. But I don't know why I asked that, because I already knew it. I was just curious.
I don't have a response to that.
Do you have a list of all the people who have carried this whisper jar?
Personally,
by chance?
No.
Do you know any of them in general that stick out?
I know 2 of them.
And is one yourself?
Oh god, no. I fucking hate those things.
Okay, then.
Out of curiosity, have you ever...
This is starting to feel like an interrogation, boys.
I'm just curious. I'm not trying to pressure you. I just want to know what these things are.
No,
I mean, maybe...
useful tools.
Okay, fair.
Did you work with a Hashi much? I'm trying to get a read on this person.
Has she, hold on, let me make a memory check.
Of the Azorius
let
various ranks. Oh, sorry.
Let me make a memory check. Yeah, she helped bring in a rogue angel, a couple decades back.
Okay. Everything seemed legit, nothing weird.
She was...
That's the same one from the bounty.
Yeah, it's the
Makes
same one.
sense. She's good at what she does. She hunted down an angel before. She's gained on in years, though. It's a bit of a surprise.
No, I
And
mean,
as
that's
far
the
as you
same
know,
one as our current bounty.
Give me that without
It's the
talking
same
over you.
Angel as our current bounty.
Oh, really? Huh.
As far as we can tell.
yeah, it's just her name's coming up a lot, and there's some obvious pushback from the Azorius from some source within, and we're trying to lock that one down too.
I mean, she was instrumental in hunting down that rogue angel all those years ago. Like, she seemed to have a fairly good beat on her, how she thought, where to find her, stuff like that.
And did she act like she knew Angel personally?
No.
Okay. Can I do a quick refresh? Like, the audio and video are like desynced by 5 seconds.
Yeah, go ahead. It's getting really, really bad. Like, Zizva is a black screen more than she's visible.
I don't know what to do about that.
Well, the audio is desynced for me, too.
Okay, now everybody seems to be synced for me, but I don't know how much longer that's gonna.
It's not going to last very long.
Oh, do we have any, did the lead boxes come in?
Yeah, they're in the lab. Why don't y'all go and get them now?
Thank you. We admire your patience.
Do you?
Well, we certainly exploit it.
Thanks, Cathal.
She starts closing the door. And I'm going to do a reset, a reload too, so no one start talking. They can't hear me right now, but you can. Can anyone hear me? Did Discord just crash? Okay, we seem to be having technical difficulties, which, of course, we are. Discord crashed. So, how are you all doing today? Thanks for popping in. This episode's a little rough. We always seem to have problems when it's raining outside, I've noticed. Just sending a message. Letting people know that Discord, so exit the page, reload. And so this is exciting. So hey, out of curiosity, would anyone be interested in like watch? Oh hey, I'm back.
Hey.
Hey.
You're still dots, but hopefully it'll load.
You're still dots.
I see video. I see you now.
I see.
You're still dots.
Well, that's not nice.
No, I'm working on it. I'll be right back after another Discord crash. Anyway, would anyone be interested in something like me streaming Among Us or Raft? Oh, hey guys, I'm back. I'm just talking to the viewers.
Hello.
One of y'all are still spinning dots, but I'm not going to... Oh, never mind. Okay. Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can you see
You're
me?
not video, Tex. Why aren't you video?
Because I kept crashing, so
Yeah.
I know video for right now. Because
I'm fine with that.
Thanks.
What? I was about to do the same thing.
It's
I was
fine.
actually talking to the viewers. I was like, hey, would y'all be interested in me streaming something like Among Us or Raft? And no one answered, so I'm going to assume the answer is yes.
As long as the time's reasonable, I'd be up for Among Us.
So
Among Us is great.
I'm going to head towards the lab, or do we actually want to? Did you mean right now on that?
She started closing the door.
Oh, you were talking about the games. I was just clarifying if you meant right now.
Oh, no. I mean, if
Okay.
we wanted to skip a day, I could do that, but no.
Okay, so I'm gonna start heading towards the lab, and I'm gonna talk to Frizz for a second. I'll be like, so Frizz, we actually ended up while we were getting his help, we had like a mock battle with Devotion once. It was very not good. So just to explain the whole, like, when Griggum hit him thing, that was a mock thing. Like, Griggum didn't just attack Devotion.
Okay. Well, that's good at least.
Because he is very scary.
That time.
Fair. Then how I want to resolve this thing with the angel probably would be the worst possible outcome.
How
By
do you
sending
want
the
to?
angel his way.
Um,
He said bring the coin to him. We will. Never said without her.
While it has a certain flair, I don't think that would be a good idea.
I think it'd be amusing.
We've had a dragon
that-
attack a Chantry at this point.
And I was not on board with that plan. I just couldn't stop it without getting us killed.
Exactly. I mean, it'll be fine.
In all seriousness, so do we have any way of doing that spell that Cathal mentioned for binding the angel?
Which one? She mentioned a few options.
Shit.
I'm sure if we can't go to Nivix, we can always get some like scrolls or something that can emulate that spell.
They're a lab. They're not a shop, right? So what I was thinking is there is a shop, over right near-ish the Chantry that I kind of wanted to stop by anyway. And it actually sells things, so we can see what they have.
Which shop are you going to?
True.
Kind Cat?
Kind Cat's in Sin Grove. It is at the other direction.
Oh, okay. I flipped my directions. Never mind.
Now, there is a magic shop in that area. Feridir wandered into it.
The ones.
Oh.
Please. No, that was
The
by
one.
our agency.
Yeah, your
He was
agency
within 1 mile of our agency.
Yeah, your agency is not terribly far from the Chantry.
Oh, I
Wait a
thought we
second.
established that was at least a 3 mile.
Yeah, 3 miles is not terribly far from the Chantry.
Okay.
You can walk 3 miles.
How available are ones?
That store had them for sale for money.
Right. I guess what I'm asking is that how many stores sell wands?
Depends on
Or
if you
would
wanted
that be-
to do something special or if you just want a length of wood shape that you can hold and channel magic through.
Because, okay, so come with me on this journey. Not literally, but we know that she was using wands to do those spells before.
No. Not necessarily. Because, it could have also been the coin.
And when she was arrested, she had a spell book.
Okay.
If you want to keep going, though.
I was just going to say, last time she was found with wands of haste, slow, silence, and polymorph. This was at her arrest 50 years ago. Sort of reading off his notes. Could we try to see at the wand shop? Maybe she visited?
Well, if that was that many years ago, unless the proprietor is the same person running the counter and is a very long-lived person and happens to remember everyone who came in, Yeah.
So an angel is a.
How many angels do you think a wand shop gets?
Keep in
At
mind,
least once a decade.
Keep in mind, in the first Ravnica book, Argus Cross was something like 120.
Mhm.
So Ravnica humans have a lifespan that is not as terminally short as us because they have access to housing, food, medicine, and so on and so forth.
Yeah, and I was thinking, like, when she got out of jail.
Well, we don't.
2 years ago.
Well, she wouldn't have got them then if they were on her when she went in. That would have been 53 years ago.
Yes, but she lost those. So I'm wondering if she tried to get another set.
You
Yes.
get your
Well, we
stuff
don't-
back when you get let out of jail.
That's what I was actually going to say. We don't know that they
Wait.
didn't give them back to her.
Really? Well, you're done your sentence of murder. Here's your gun back.
She didn't get convicted of murdering anyone.
Yeah, she got
I
convicted
know.
of being too rough with suspects.
And she was placed on disciplinary isolation.
Are the lead boxes in the lab?
Yeah, there's 2 of them. One is about 6 inches long, 5 inches deep, and 2 feet long. 6 inches wide, 5 inches deep, and 2 feet long. And the other one is about a 1.5 wide, a 1/2 foot deep, and 3 feet long.
Oh, I only wanted it like shorter deep, but that's okay, I guess. Okay, I'm going to set it up in a corner against the wall,
Mm-hmm.
and it has a key, like it's a locking one, like I asked for, right? And I'm going to put the Shadow Man's key in it and open it up.
Nothing happens.
Aw, it opens to something. And she'll close it and look disappointed, and then pull out her firebox and stuff with the crystals and move it into the shorter box.
Okay.
And put them both away.
Oh, that's right. You've been carrying around heavily irradiated crystals.
They were in glass tubes and then in a firebox. And they're
fine.
only the tiny shards. I didn't carry around any of the big ones.
It's fine.
While she's doing that, I'm just gonna be like, "Can you excuse me for a moment?" I'm gonna walk away, and like head to a restroom.
Mm-hmm.
And then while I'm in there,
We don't need details.
Yeah,
yes,
TOS.
yes, I get that. Ha ha ha. Hop on the whisper jar. What do you know on a Feridir Tempest?
Is that a once per day thing?
Yeah, I thought I used it yesterday, or was that today? Actually,
It's still today.
it's still today. Yeah, never mind. I'll do it later.
I'll Google myself later.
Everyone's done it at least once.
I mean, I'm not denying it, but
So, Feridir, what did you think about Devotion knowing about Arasa and everything?
Arissa.
Arisa.
not entirely surprised, but that feels like something I should probably find out about, along with a lot of other things. Unfortunately, I think that it's too short of a timeline for me to be able to do anything of substance in this case, but the idea that I'm a low justice, or at least once was, that seems like that could be useful.
I mean, obviously, like, Reeve probably told him because we were openly talking about it. It's not like we made much secret of it.
Yeah.
So, you wanna go with me on the errand? We could buy some clay and stuff while we're out, too?
I'm assuming Ferald is back.
Yeah. No, yeah, let's only head out.
I just, need to make a short stop by the Chantry. And Ingrid changes forms with Mask of Many Faces. I think I should go a little bit incognito today, though, after that other encounter last time.
All right, so what does Ingrid look like now?
She has medium-length brown hair. She's at 5'6" instead of 5'2" because that's the only other height she really knows very well. And just wearing very plain clothes with kind of like the brown and white colors.
Okay.
Oh, what should my name be today?
Anna.
No, Feridir, you're bad at this.
Erica?
Okay.
Memories.
Okay, I guess we're heading out to the subtram to take the subtram closest to there, and then...
There being where?
The Chantry.
Okay, so you're going to go downstairs and take the train 3 miles.
Well, there's not a train station close to Sersa's?
Oh, right, yeah. Right, you're going to take the tram station 4 miles and then walk 1 mile backwards.
Okay.
Either way, it takes about maybe 10 minutes for y'all to arrive at the edge of the Orzhov district. Carriages trundle by. The area is just packed with people. There are food stands in various places selling snacks and meals. There's Rakdos street performers juggling, telling jokes. There are even a few performing theater. There is a miniature Orzhov Ballistica that has been constructed on one street corner, and every now and then a confused-looking priest will climb up to one of the battlements, look around for a bit like he's lost, and then go back down.
And I mean, you guys don't have to go in with me, just saying, but I should be out pretty quick, and then we can go shopping.
I mean, yeah, we should probably stick together, because the whole angel could attack at any moment.
Yeah, I'm starting to wonder if maybe they're doing a little more method acting for this production.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Maybe we should...
Don't worry, Feridir, you don't look very Orzhov. I think you'll be fine.
No, he looks
Don't
very
mention the
Simic.
tickets. Thank you.
Oh, speaking of your guild, y'all wouldn't have anything to trap an angel, right? Like, any, bug that could, leech on and then she couldn't fly or something?
I mean, I could requisition Crassus.
Oozes that can harden to, almost a concrete light state.
Cough.
I mean, a Crassus could be good. And
Yeah, it could also
work
destroy a
the church.
city, but...
Heading towards the church.
Yeah. You kind of have to weave your way through the crowd. There's definitely a lot more people here than there normally is. The atmosphere is also a lot less solemn. The people do not seem to be dressed as well either. They seem to be in more casual clothing. As you approach the front of the chantry, there is a line of spirits across the front that seem to be acting as a barrier between the general crowd and the doorway. They don't hinder you as you try and pass by them, though.
Okay. I go ahead and tell Watcher to stay under my cloak while I'm in disguise this time.
He and clings to your lower back.
Yeah. So I'll go ahead and approach up.
Alright, inside the chantry, as much as you remember it, though with fewer bodies and bloodstains, it seems it's undergone some heavy cleaning lately. The altar has been completely replaced with a solid gold-looking fixture. Much the same dimensions and ornament and etchings, though far more ornate, with gemstones set into it. You see a few people talking to priests in the pews, and one or two up on the dais undergoing rites, but there's no general congregation today.
Okay, I'll kind of wait until I'm past in a little bit ways, and then if I step behind an area or something, and then drop disguise, because it would be very hard to approach as talking as Ingrid while in disguise.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because the stomach with the squishy dog doesn't give it away.
And I probably don't see Sersa anywhere below here.
Sersa is very rarely down here.
Is Karst down here?
You make a perception check for me.
Okay. Let's see. +2. 10.
10? You don't immediately see him, though. After looking for a bit, you see him walk out of one of the back office areas and up onto the dais, and start to place several chalices on the altar and fill them with a red wine.
Well, early drinking.
So that I don't overtly go up there, since I probably shouldn't, I'll message him real quick. Is Sersa in? This is Ingrid.
He stops mid-pour, looks around. Yes, she is here.
I don't want to be rude, so I'm just going to invade your mind.
That's better than going up on the dais thing, isn't it?
The sanctity of the church is is involatile. The sanctity of your mind, however.
Yeah. I don't want to be rude and approach unannounced. So I'm just going to send a message to your head that you can't. I'm here!
Yeah, there's something deeply invasive about just sending random people messages. You think about it, Critical Role plays out for a laugh, but that has to be, terrifying, knowing that someone can send you a message whenever they want, and you have no way of stopping them.
It's terrifying if you aren't aware of it. I feel.
I
just
guess
a sudden voice in your head, hey, I'm here!
I guess I was taking it as a bit of a lighter thing than it is, since it's used common and it's a cantrip.
No, it's fine. It's still kind of terrifying when you think about it, though.
Yeah, it's just, I think it's terrifying amongst people that you haven't established that you can do that, and that's an acceptable form of communication.
Okay. I guess I will just kind of,
You're not
go
in
to
trouble.
look at it instead of bugging cars.
You're going to the where what now?
I guess I will just go to look for her then instead of bugging cars.
Okay. Like he kind of nods to you because he recognizes you. As y'all move past the diocese into the back room, the table that is normally there has been removed and has a much longer table with several icons of angels and other religious paraphernalia laid out on top of it. There is a priest that is sprinkling water over them. He looks up and says, yes.
I just want to see Sersa for a second if she's not busy. It could be pertinent. It wouldn't take long.
Madame Corvino is in the ossuary archive. And he gestures to the left-hand stairs.
Thank you.
Mayor... Yes. And he kind of like goes back to what he's doing.
I guess I'll head down to go see her.
Alright.
He has a good work ethic, but I think he needs to brush up on the people skills.
The stairs descend down into the catacombs. It is dark, as it usually is. The hallway ends in a T-junction going left and right.
I guess check left first. Or
Alright.
just look down and see if either side has doors open.
The door is open on the left, third one down.
Yeah, you can also just message her. I mean,
Really,
just
brother?
saying.
She's... Wait, have you messaged her before?
Yes.
Yeah, she'd be fine with it.
It was kind of in...
Poor taste?
I was going to say more of a hurried situation necessarily than this was.
I mean, I have used message to fuck with bandits as a gnome wizard. Don't feel bad about using message. I'm just saying, don't expect everyone to be like, oh, okay, hey, cool, I have a voice in my head.
I feel like I'm not explaining the situation correctly. Like, I feel like if you know the person and stuff, it's probably fine. It's just, you keep using it on street vendors and crap. That's
I did
the
that
issue.
once when y'all told me not to leave.
Anyway, you find the door to the on the
Okay.
left-hand path open,
Anyway.
as usual.
As
Sersa
the kind of
is...
monster who has pants someone inside a town.
Yeah. D&D. You find Sersa in the cramped little hallway with her two bodyguards, conversing with a skull in... do you speak Celestial?
No.
Okay. Then you don't know what she's saying.
No.
Okay. I'll kind of clear my throat and just kind of wait a second to make sure that she's done.
She stops. It's like, yes. Oh, hello. Yes. Dear Ingrid. And she kind of smiles, pushes past the guards, and gives you a deep hug.
Hi.
How are you doing, dear? What can I do for you? Do you need money?
It's just, you might already know about this, but if you didn't know about this, you should probably know about this. But just you should probably know about this. As she'll lean forward and she'll mention where the games are supposed to be, like in a whisper.
Oh, yes, we know that they plan on climbing the guild hall.
Okay. And I just wanted to make sure that whatever preparations you wanted to do, you had knowledge and could do them. Bye.
Oh, they are paying quite a hefty sum for the privilege. And she smiles and she holds an arm around Ingrid. It's like, so sweet of you, though, to come forward and make sure we were aware of this, though. Is there anything we can do for you, hon? Come, here, walk with me. And she's like, starts leading you back the way. Do you like wine? I know you had a little bit, but you don't seem to be an ale type of person.
No, I'm good on drinks.
Come on, this way. And she kind of just leads y'all back up to the rectory. She kind of nods to the priest who is finishing up the blessing, and then continues on up the way towards the apartment, to the little dining family meeting area. And she's like, "Come, sit down, everyone, sit down. What are you up to today?" And she sets out just like silver tankards and starts pouring what looks like a sweet wine.
Well, another day, another angel. The usual.
Yeah.
You do tend to make enemies. Are you sure you don't want to more closely align with
this is a bounty.
Oh, excellent. I am all for the acquisition of funds. How much are you going to be making on this bounty?
Currently 0. Unfortunately. It's complicated.
Depends on... Well, it's not revoked yet. And she's potentially murdered quite a few people. So, if it got closed soon, it could still go through.
Well, how much is it worth?
10,000 gold?
It's a decent sum. But you're worried about it being revoked?
Apparently they started hiding some information and access once we reported it was an angel.
Huh, that doesn't sound very Azorius. Here, I'll tell you what. You leave the writ with me. I will have a few advocates take a look at it and see if there's something we can do to slow down this clock that y'all are under. We'll just need a portion of the funds and maybe a consideration at a later point.
Oh, well, Rail has it, so we don't have an access to it anyway at the moment.
That's perfectly fine. I can get it from the archives then. So, and she pushes the wine cups forward with a smile.
I forget. We can do spies murmur here, right? Or is that blocked?
You can.
Okay. I'm gonna, under spies murmur, while the money is an issue, right now that's one hell of a deal.
What do you mean?
About her, being able to sort of extend the timeline on the bounty.
Oh, I was basically asking if you were implying it was good or bad. Like the way you said it was more impressed, but not negative or positive.
I'm worried about the consequences of it, but I feel like the effects of it are, I kind of feel like this isn't about money at this point. Or at least money isn't the primary objective. At least that's
and if the bounty totally goes away, then we can't go after her at all, basically, right?
Yeah, that's more what I'm concerned about, is more the fact that we just basically straight up murdered an angel otherwise. And that's probably going to have problems down the line. So I'm really not concerned as much about the 10,000 gold. If we end up having to use a lot of that just to pay them off, I feel like that may be worth it.
What would terms on that be? I can't say the consideration would be anything towards the marriage. I still have to go down and talk to my consort.
She smiles and pats lightly on Ingrid's hand. Oh, don't worry about the consideration. I'm not even sure. It's just nice to have a token every now and then. I'm sure we can come up with something useful you can do.
What do you think, Frizz?
Is this going to be out loud?
Oh, that part was out loud because it was with Sersa.
Yeah.
Okay.
As much as I want to kill the angel, I think that it might be a lot just in the end. The cons are definitely outweighing the pros, in my opinion, now.
Of going after her at all?
Kind of, because even then, like, we might get caught in a lot of legal bullshit.
We're trying to... I mean, like...
I mean, 600... In the past, up to 600 dead is not a small number. If covering it up means it continues, that could be this decade, this 20 years, this 30 years.
And technically, we don't necessarily have to... And this is under Spy's Murmur. We don't have to kill her, nor do we have to necessarily prove it was the murders. We could get her, like, incarcerated for a certain amount of time, just to give us more time to prove that she was part of the murders.
And mine wasn't on the Spice Murmur, just to be clear.
Mm-hmm.
I think Frizz and I were talking out loud, right? Yes or no?
I don't think Frizz has a Spies Murmur.
Oh, shit.
Yeah?
Do?
Oh.
He just didn't get it on his sheet.
Oh, okay.
No, yeah, I just didn't get my sheet, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, I noticed that last night in message while I was having trouble sleeping.
Okay, well, I guess if we're not doing this over Spy's Murmurs, then I'll say that aloud, but, like, I kind of feel like increase in time can give us a lot of things, especially if I can get some things rolling on that. But
I mean, if you're concerned...
my primary concern is...
I mean, if you're concerned about legal repercussions, I have some of the best advocates in the district working for me. I'd certainly be happy to lend you my contacts for my standard fare.
Just on the thing we're currently talking about, what kind of percentage are we looking at?
I would take 10% off the top for myself, as well as an additional 5% for the advocates. You have to pay your workers.
Because it's negotiation, it's probably going to be in Spy's Murmur. I'd be willing to accept that to Ingrid. I'm kind of assuming Ingrid's kind of the lead negotiator here.
It does seem like a good way to extend it. We'd have to make sure Rail was on board, of course, though, when you check in with him.
Well, I mean, the faster I get moving on this, the longer we can extend that.
Yeah, we're kind of under a deadline here.
15% and a consideration for a later time, and I will have my advocates slow things down as much as possible. And if there are legal troubles that you have to deal with, we can work out a arrangement for those as well.
So how exactly do the considerations work?
I come to you and I say, I need this thing done, and then this thing needs to be done.
And I'm going to message Ingrid. Maybe we should specify this should be the consideration can only be on behalf of the second side agency and not one of us individually, just to cover certain bases.
Ingrid's just going to look over at him and say, just talk, Feridir, just talk.
What was her official title?
Pontiff Sersa. Pontiff Sersa Corvino.
Pontiff Sersa Corvino. You don't mind me. Would this consideration be on behalf of the Second Sight Agency or an individual?
I do not know yet. It depends on what I need done. You certainly wouldn't want to drag your friends into your personal business without needed, I'm sure. If I need something of you, you wouldn't want me to, force your friends along. Just to force them along.
I think as long as it's with the understanding that it's not related to a possible marriage, because that is a very complicated and tricky issue.
She kind of smiles.
Let me restate that. With the stipulation that it is not in reference to that, then I think the terms would sound good.
You can see that she's thinking. Certainly, I have no intention of using this against you, my dear.
Saying not about the marriage means not using this one against Rail either, though. In that respect.
She crooks a little grin. It's like, you are good at these games, my dear. Very well. A consideration limited in its scope, and an extra 5% for my advocates.
I'll look over at...
give like a nod. Like slight nod to Ingrid.
I think we're good.
Excellent. Well then, if you'll excuse me, I have a few missives to send and a sphinx to bother.
We greatly appreciate your time, Pontiff.
Oh, I am very flattered, because my time is very expensive.
Understood.
Now, I think you all have something that you were about. And she kind of takes a drink of her wine. So, unless you wish to spend some more time with your aunt.
But you already have wine poured. Ingrid does sip a little bit.
It's not like sugary sweet, but it's like fruit sweet. Like apples and strawberries.
Were you able to get in touch with the twins?
Oh, yes. We are having a new apartment constructed for your family. They will be relocated here within a week.
I was rather worried as I ran into, the... I guess just you not having heard from your sister when we last talked and her being with them and someone resurfacing had me a bit stressed.
Well, my sister, your aunt, is willful. She tends to act rashly for what she thinks is the best purposes that she can attend to. You know the
Have you heard from Rail's sister?
My daughter? Yes. Adriana. She and her.
Oh, I was gonna say Clefra.
Yeah, no. No, Alyssa. Alyssa and her have been doing quite well.
Good to hear.
I thought it was Adriana.
Was it? I'm questioning myself now.
Yeah.
Oh, it is Adriana. Adriana Ruinborn. Yeah. Sorry, I
couldn't remember, but I thought the last thing we heard about her was she went to a clone farm and hadn't checked in. So.
No, yes. Adriana and Clefra are doing quite well. They're back at their shop.
And Gregor?
His eye?
Gregor is recovering.
Good, that's good to hear.
Is there anything going on with you? Other than this business of the bounty? And she is looking at Ingrid. Your consort going well?
We just need to get some time off to go visit.
Oh, distance does make relationships so difficult to maintain.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we're staying in touch. Just the timing of your possible request was not really where I could discuss it with him last time.
Oh,
too many things happening.
Don't worry about that too much. That's between you and me. You certainly get to make your own decisions, correct?
But no, when we're good. It's not been as long as it feels like. It's just all that time warp stuff.
She kind of blinks a little. Oh, right, you were down there for very long.
And Ingrid's kind of awkwardly having a little more wine and pushing it back. It's like, well, I guess we should probably get going. We might even run into Adriana if you're kind of going to see if she'll frizz the shop.
I see. Well, say hello to everyone. Definitely give your cousin a hug for me. She, finishes up her cup and collects the empty cups. It's like, well, you all have a nice one. I have missives to send in. As I said, a sphinx to bother.
Feridir gives a very courteous bow.
She smiles and gives him a pat on the cheek. The right cheek.
And I guess heading out.
Alrighty. Yeah. The priest is no longer down there, and several of the icons have been removed from the table as y'all pass through the rectory. At the dais, on the altar, there are 3 cups of wine surrounding 2 angel statues. And a priest is pouring a kind of thin green liquid into one of the cups.
I know this is probably, but with the icons, you said that they disappeared from the table?
Yeah, they are not on the table anymore. But they are on the altar.
Oh, like little statues.
Yes.
Okay, sorry. I forgot that's what icons originally meant.
It's okay, none of y'all looked up the other definitions of vault.
Where's that?
Yeah, when you said icons, I thought you meant like symbology carved into the thing, and then it's gone. I'm like, wait, that seems sus. But, okay. My bad, continuing.
Angel is sus.
With the ride over and the walk and the time we were just talking with Cathal, am I like short rest?
Yes,
or?
sure.
Yeah, I think that we're on less of a timeline, hopefully, which...
Y'all are gaining your noon at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did y'all want to stop for food on the way over to the other place? Just kind of get something near there?
Light. I always kind of still get a stomach ache whenever I talk with her.
Huh?
Said light. I always get kind of a stomach ache whenever I'm talking with her.
With Sersa?
Yeah, I mean, last time I had an encounter with the Orzhov, this happened. So,
What?
you know, a lot of blood going to the
Since I
stomach.
met you.
Yeah. Just
I think on the walk over, you have a little explaining to do, Feridir. And Ingrid will kind of like step back into a corner and resume her disguise, and then come out with y'all.
all right, Erica.
Good job, Feridir.
I try.
Alright, so we're going to get something to eat.
Alright, anything y'all looking for in particular?
I mean, there are all these food carts around.
Yeah.
I think Feridir probably, like, anytime he talks with, like, a high Orzhov in general, like, a lot of blood to his stomach, so he's probably just looking for, like, vegetables or something, no red meat.
Well, we can head towards the Kind Cat and then get food there, so your stomach can settle.
Yeah, maybe a little bit of a walk.
mean, y'all
My
are
nerves
walking
are still kind of...
past like a lot of food carts. You can smell like roasting meats and baking breads. The scent of melted butter is really strong in the air, as is that of sugar.
Well, if y'all smell anything you like as we go past.
Like the roasting meat, like Kay is just like, you know, mouth open, tongue hanging, panting, and Feridir's like keeping his mouth shut, very obvious. Like, sort of like not opening his mouth.
Ah, yes, the main symbol of hunger. Open mouth.
At least for a dog.
Yeah.
Well, you know you're going to end up getting Kay something.
What if they have fry bread?
Hmm?
What if they have fry bread? Kind of looking around.
Make a perception check for me.
Alright, that is a number plus my modifier, which is another number, and these two numbers combined will make a 15.
15? Looking around, you do find them taking bread and layering it with several different like meats and cheeses, folding it over, and then kind of sealing it with a batter before frying the whole thing.
Oh, like a fried sandwich?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, no, I'll go pick up one of those.
It is 5 zip.
And we'll just do that on lifestyle expenses.
Okay.
You can eat here, right, Feridir?
Yeah, no filling for me. Filling for Kay.
Yeah, Kay can eat here.
Right.
And Pat's Kay. So I'll pass over for their 3.
Yeah, I mean, they're about, like, maybe that big. They're not big things. They're just, like, 2 bites and you're done with it.
Yeah.
It's 10 copper to a silver, right?
Yeah.
We'll get it on lifestyle expenses. Don't worry about it, Feridir. You have a story to be telling us as we walk.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Wow. So I don't know a lot of the details, but so far from what I've gathered, apparently my understanding is that apparently I was, before this happened, low justice of the Azorius, and due to complications, I needed to take out a loan from the Orzhov that I'm not sure the exact details, but apparently in order for repayment, they decided to basically kidnap me and do this to me.
As a payment?
Or something. I'm not sure what exactly happened there because it's a little weird because it was an Orzhov repayment, but it was a Simic thing, so I don't know if
maybe they just
some
kept
Simic
your
researcher
funds or something.
Yeah, so I don't know if a Simic researcher offered to pay it off if they captured me, or if those two things were really unrelated, or what's going on. Just Orzhov debt, question mark, Simic hybrid is the events. Okay. Everybody was still for a second. Is the events that I'm aware of.
Okay, and that's where you ended up with that weird coin that you gave to Watcher?
Oh, no. Well, you guys were pissing off an angel part 1. I was wandering around and found what I think was Aressa and I's old home, which was destroyed in the incursion. And I found the coin in there.
So now that y'all are back together, like, are you going to end up getting a house nearby?
I don't know the property ladder this time of year.
So
maybe.
So are you going to try to get your memory back?
Eventually, but right now I think that I really need to look into my Azorius past, because I feel like being a former low justice and the fact that my father used to be a senator, I'm thinking that there may be some leverage there. And maybe it won't help with the Lawmaster specifically, but I feel like that may be some things that might be useful.
Ingrid waits till they're kind of like in a pocket of less people and be like, yeah, maybe it'd be useful the next time, he could help you if you murdered someone again.
What?
Like that performer.
Perform?
At the thing?
What?
The file?
Oh. Yeah.
It was a thing, Frizz. There was...
No, I bet there was a thing. I don't want to know much about that.
Yeah.
It's probably best not to.
I have a question. Do coconuts exist on Ravnica?
Yes, but they're not native to this district.
Okay. But you can't buy them at all?
No, you can get them. They're just not native to this district. You're just not going to find any coconut trees. But yeah.
And I was like, and I was wondering that. I was like, all right, listen. It's really simple. We just see the coconut, and then all of the problems will be solved, okay?
Oh, I thought you were going to split it in half and clap as we, ride the drummets.
No, it's probably going to get split in half. I'm just going to throw it at your head.
Why would someone do that? Bugs already click when they move.
Yeah.
They're not that stealthy. I mean, they're pretty stealthy for caverns and stuff, and they can jump, but they're not that stealthy. We don't have to
True.
click to warn people away that we're passing or anything.
But,
No, we should work on the drama.
Back to the
yeah. Is there
back to the kind of other thing?
Yeah.
I was kind of in a bad space at the time, sort of. Am I man? Am I monster?
Well,
whole thing.
You'd already insisted that you weren't at that point. So...
Well, yeah, because I kind of didn't want to be a murderous beast. But I'm over it.
But yeah, you should probably renew some family connections in case anything like that comes up again.
Yeah, just hopefully it doesn't.
And then once we get to tram area, I guess we take the tram to... while we're on the tram, I'd like to do some identifies on the Griggum coin.
On the Voidstone coin?
No, we have a copy of the Decisionist one.
Okay. Make me a percentile roll, please.
25. I don't know why I rolled real dice for that. I'm rolling digital normally, but 25.
1 second.
And I guess I should just start referring to that as gold coin.
It would really be a lot easier for me if you did.
Okay.
Where are you at?
Well, we didn't know its color till last time. So.
I'm not upset. Okay. This artifact houses a bodiless life force that serves Ribald Sweet-Tooth Corvine. Each time you are within 100 feet of one of his otherworld gates, you must succeed on a DC 20 Wisdom saving throw, else it will take control of your actions until you have passed through and back out the nearest otherworld gate.
Huh.
She'll finish that identify while they're on the train and be like, well, I guess I know how, he ended up going through the gate. Apparently, you have to prove strong of your will or the gate will pull you in to do his bidding, but I didn't get that on yours, Frizz. On your key, we didn't find that listed. And it still happened to you.
Yeah, I mean, I guess there's more things that we don't know about this key. Do you want to look at it some more?
I wonder if we'll find more now that it's bound to you. Perhaps I should be checking you and not it?
Well, let's wait till we get somewhere private, and then...
Y'all are in fairly private. There's one dude in the corner that is eating a sandwich and reading a book, and that's about it.
We can wait till we're back at the agency.
Yeah, but considering all the weird things that happens on trains... I'm gonna stop there.
The trams are pretty quick unless you're moving from precinct to precinct. By the time she finishes that identify, y'all have almost arrived.
Feridir's just...
5 minutes later, y'all would pull into the station that you requested. The guy does not get off, though. He just stays there and keeps reading.
I was about to say, you say the weird things, and I imagine Feridir sitting there reading a newspaper with reading glasses on. His tentacles are using the headrests.
But yeah, about 5 minutes after you finish the identify, you arrive. At your destination station. Destination station. Say that 5 times fast. Destination station. Destination station. Destination station. Destination station. Destination station.
If y'all are okay with it, I'd like to get some more clay too for that special identify. Especially if we might end up with the glass one to be
Yeah,
checked.
we definitely want to have a copy, I think, before we give it up.
Yeah.
For sure. That makes sense.
At least we can find out later how much harm we've done.
Okay, so y'all are back in a semi-secure location if you wanted to cast any other identifies, I'm assuming.
We were heading to Kind Cat.
Yes. It takes y'all about 15 minutes to get there from the thing. I'm assuming y'all are heading straight there, not stopping to gawk at shops and stuff like that.
Yeah, we're not doing the identify there.
You're not doing the identify. You're not doing
we
the
discussed.
You talk. Go.
We discussed doing it at the agency and already agreed on that.
Okay.
And we're not at the agency.
Yeah. I'm not gonna gawk at shops, but if I see any shop that happens to sell coconuts, I'm going to get one.
There is a restaurant that has several coconut dishes that advertises exotic flavors from the 3rd district.
All right, cool. I'm gonna stop in there real quick, guys. Just 1 second. So I'm gonna walk in the restaurant.
There is a let's see here. The restaurant would be called Taste of the Third, and a dark-skinned elf would greet you. Slightly short hair, but tied up in a very tight woven braid along the sides of their head. So, yes, can I help you?
Yep. Can I speak to someone in managing positions here, please?
About
It'll be quick.
what? Is there a problem?
Simply, I just want to buy a coconut. The less you ask, the less it'll be worried. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Do you want it prepared in a certain way?
Nope. Just a raw, just unprepared, just full coconut.
Do you want us to tap it or anything?
No. Just don't ask. Just plain coconut. It's fine.
10 zib?
10 zib. All right. Slide it over.
He goes in the back and comes back with, you know those, the coconuts that come in, like, the green husk that has to be peeled off?
Yeah.
He comes out and brings you, like, a whole unhusked one of those. It's like,
awesome.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you for visiting Taste of the Third. Do you want to know about our specials?
Maybe later. I'll be back another day, and I'm gonna walk out.
But he takes the coin.
How much is that again?
That's 1 silver.
1 silver. Okay, making sure. I still don't have the exact currency memorized.
I just like the idea. He just comes in. Hey, I'm a representative of the Knicks Guild Hall, and I'd like a coconut for experimentation.
Yeah, that would have probably gone better.
Fair.
Just middle of an experiment, need a coconut. Don't ask questions.
When Chris
But
gets out, it'd be like, well, only 2 more days till we get to go back and visit Spanner.
yeah, I'm just throwing the coconut in my hand, like a football. I'm gonna walk up behind Feridir, and I would like to make an attack roll.
Okay. Go ahead.
With my
It's like an honor
19
strike.
passive perception,
Yes, you're aware of this. What's your AC?
15.
15? I think a 19 beats that.
That's a 19 plus 4, so yeah, that'll beat it.
What's your strength modifier?
0.
Okay, Feridir, you take 1 point of bludgeoning damage.
All right, I hit you in the back of the head with a coconut as hard as I can, and I look at you. Remember anything yet?
Is it science thing?
I mean, it works in all the stories.
A history check?
Make a history check.
9.
You have forgotten your wife's name.
Really?
No.
Okay.
Nothing that you don't already remember comes
Just
to you.
think. While we're doing this,
So you don't remember anything?
I remember I may be allergic to coconuts.
Okay, fair. But do you remember anything that, like, from the past at all?
Quick, how do you do a form B32?
Make a history check.
Uh, 21.
Form B32 without any, subheading doesn't actually tell you much, but the most commonly used B32 would be a request for excavation of a property.
Request for excavation of a property, so you have to give the three-dimensional, the 3 dimensions of the area, length, width, and depth.
It worked first. Try it again. Try it again.
Yeah, it worked. Yeah, no, I was definitely.
But I already knew that. We did that for the park
23 again.
You take another 1 bludgeoning damage.
All right, what do you remember now?
Or
You have forgotten your birthday.
Hey, I know why this might not exactly be working.
I have several theories.
So hear me out. And every single time it's used, what's that story called? That's the G. I don't remember, but it's some guy with a G on the island. Every time it's coming from a tree. So I cast fly on myself. I'm gonna go about 60 feet, and then I'm gonna drop the coconut.
19.
19.
Which
no
guy
clue.
is he talking about?
Make an attack roll again. Ranged this time.
Can I take a reaction of
Yeah,
like
sure.
acrobatics or something?
Yeah. Make your attack roll with disadvantage as he takes the defensive action.
Hey,
Wait, I could have been doing that on the side. Okay.
I didn't tell you couldn't.
That is a. Let's see. If it's a ranged attack, I'm using dexterity instead, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, am I proficient in throwing coconuts?
No.
Okay.
That's
still just +4.
Disadvantage, actually.
Yeah, if you take the defensive
Yeah, I did have
action.
disadvantage.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's still a 16.
16 just barely, you clip him. You take 1 point of bludgeoning damage. And the coconut hits the ground and cracks open because it was from quite a height.
Yeah.
Don't forget to mark off your spell slot for fly.
I will.
Quick, Feridir, what was the last law your father passed through?
What?
Make a history check.
I didn't hear what she said.
I said, quick, Feridir, what was the
Last
last
law.
law that your father passed through? Because you just said he was a senator.
I don't even know if I would have known that before.
Well, he said make a history check, so just make
20.
one.
20? You have no clue.
You know, I don't think most senators really give a detailed explanation of what laws they pass when to their, married and sons.
Well, maybe, let's see. What else could you remember? Oh, yeah. Every guy remembers this. What night did you lose your virginity?
15.
Nothing.
Hey, look, we're at the place.
The kind catch,
So
curiosities,
you're still a
and more.
virgin, okay.
In the window of this shop is a display stand of various books. A fat orange cat sleeps on the top of one of the books. Going through the doorway, you are greeted by just stacks of paper everywhere. Ink splatters in various colors across the walls, the floor, and the counters, like the cast-off blood spray of an injured animal. The figure you recognize as Arissa Ruinborn is Adriana. God damn it, you got me doing it now, Feridir.
I was about to say, what are you doing here?
Adriana Ruinborn is at the back wall, writing on the wall itself with a vibrant purplish blue ink and a hand-carved quill.
What is she writing?
What languages do you speak?
Common, Draconic, Elvish, Sylvan, Undercommon, and Vidalcan.
You do not recognize it.
And I know crawl, but that doesn't help.
You do not recognize it.
No, primordial.
You do not recognize it.
I want to recognize it, so I might do that ritual later if we get time at the end, depending how the rest of it goes. Any of the stuff that we've seen before, like the sickle or the board with names or the cool book there?
No, not that you can see.
Does it look like it's still a store, or does the stacks of paper just kind of take over?
The stacks of paper have kind of taken over.
Hi, Adriana!
She kind of looks over her shoulder, one of her eyes turns towards you, and then, like, she looks back at her writing. The cat kind of gets up off of the book, and it's like, we're currently inventorying things.
Okay. We were just going to stop by to see if there was anything good for, trapping and holding something in place for a bit, but...
One moment. And he kind of saunters off behind the, counter. About maybe 5 minutes later, he hops back up on top of the counter and drops a pair of handcuffs.
Are they regular handcuffs?
They're fuzzy.
I'm asking the cat.
I assume?
We might need something more magical than that. But I don't want to interrupt y'all too much while you're inventorying. I guess we'll check back later.
Well, I can undo, his ear twitches a little and a small rift opens and a book just kind of, clumps down on top of the table. He starts pointing at the do you mind?
I'll go over and help with turning to pages.
Alright, he's once it's open, he has no problem. He's just let's see here now. Wow. Holding things.
Or slowing them.
Well, maybe. We have a scroll of reduction. Have a scroll of entanglement. Let's see here now. Scroll of haste, that's the opposite of what you wanted. A scroll of hold person. Let's see here now. He flips through a few more pages. And a scroll of web. That's about all I can see that we have in stock right now. If you want to put in a commission, we can possibly get something made if you have a specific request, though he kind of sighs and looks over his shoulder at Adriana. So it may take a bit.
I mean, the reduction could be more useful than the entanglement. How much is the scroll of reduction?
And he flips back through a couple pages. We can let it go for 280 Zeno. With the friend discount.
I don't know, Frizz, would that help?
It might, but I don't think that would do what we need to do.
Okay, well, I guess we ought to let them get back to work then.
Did you want to make a commission?
Can I,
Oh, yes. Hello.
So...
And he kind of, like, starts licking his paw and grooming his ear.
Alright. Can I roll Arcana to see if I know this thing exists?
Which
it's a magical item, what it's called, the Iron Bands of Bolaro.
Yeah, make an Arcana check.
Alright, that is a 28.
Yeah, you have definitely heard of some sort of iron bands. It's not necessarily a Bolaro, but you know of a magic item that restrains.
Alright. Do you know if you have on hand an iron bands of something? The ones that can make a little spear that expands and captures things? Or if you know where we could find that and acquire it?
Iron bands of binding.
Yes, those.
He kind of hops off the counter and disappears back behind the counter for a bit. And I need to check a percentile thing. Where are you at? Okay, percentile roll then. So your rare item, so
it's probably out of our current price range, but we'll see.
It's a pretty good roll. He comes back after a little bit. Well, while we do not have it personally in stock, we have heard of a trader that may occasionally buy unsold items from us at a discounted rate and resell them at a premium. He may be your best bet.
And who is that?
He can't tell. I don't like this guy, okay? I don't like this guy. He travels with a bunch of rats.
Oh, no, then you don't need to even say.
No. Well.
Very cute. Rat.
If you insist. Hold on. Zizva's video is frozen.
Aw.
I see it fine, but...
Yeah. So, restarting. Loading. Whatever.
Actually,
Okay, spinning dots is better than frozen. It's not. Give me a second.
Bezel. It was bezel.
Yes, bezel.
The iron.
Okay, I can't see
It's
myself,
called
but
Iron
I'm
Bands
fine
of
with
Blow.
that. Iron Bands of Binding is the generic.
Binding. The generic one.
I put the link in the Twitch. So we could share it with everybody.
Again, those are... That is the restricted. You would not have access to that as part of the SRD. So if anyone who doesn't have a D&D Beyond account clicks on that, it would take them to, like, you need to buy this.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, it's got the name anyway if they want to try to look it up, but...
Iron Bands of Binding
Yeah, also,
is
if that's the case, we probably don't want to give the description for free because that could be other issues.
It is available for free on the SRD under Iron Bands of Binding.
Okay.
So the description is fine. We just can't use, like, the Bellaro is a registered trademark name.
Well, I just put the other item name instead so that anyone can look it up.
Yeah, I'm fine. That's fine. No one's in trouble. The cat kind of licks his paws and grooms his ears. That gentleman tends to come by and procure items that have been unsold and then moves them elsewhere to sell. He would probably be your best bet.
Well, then let's check in with him.
Thank you. We'll check here next time something comes up.
Glad to hear it. You all sure you don't want some scrolls or paper? Pardon. Oh. Are you sure you don't want some scrolls or just some unused paper? We have lots of paper. Very cheap.
Can we get some scrolls of that one spell?
Oh,
That they
I don't know what
used
you're
to-
talking about.
That they used to ground the elemental. Not elemental. Holy crap, I apologize. The angel to the earth. I forget what the name of that spell was.
I don't think they had it.
We do not have... I mean, I think you're talking about, Earthbind? We do not have one right now, but we could definitely have one commissioned if you wanted.
Also, apologies, but I've missed like 10 minutes because my internet
shut off.
So, yeah. My computer forgot what an internet was. And then I remembered.
Could I maybe interest you in a scroll of Spare the Dying? Cheap. Very, very cheap.
I do have that
cheap.
available as a
25
spell
gold.
normally.
Yes, but this one you can cast without using magic.
This is a stupid question. So only mages can and magic casters can use scrolls, right? Or
The
is that
spell
available
has to
anyone?
be on your spell list.
So technically, only clerics and artificers can have it unless you have it through something else. Like I have it through the Golgari I have it through the Undying Warlock background.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Or, and my
So,
a
like-
personal favorite of mine, we have a few scrolls of catnap.
But so Feridir, like on Earthbind, like Frizz or I could use it, but you couldn't use it still. If you found one.
Yeah.
No, I think that's all for today. We'll check back in next time. I'm sure we'll come up to some other unusual circumstances next time.
I mean, if you're, and he's like flipping through the pages quickly. How about I mean, it seems like you're up against something difficult. Would, like, perhaps a scroll of reincarnate help you in some way? Or, maybe, counterspell.
I think we're good for now. Sorry.
Okay, but if you need any paper or even inks or anything like that, please come back. Please come back.
I'm sure I'll need some ink soon. Probably should, whenever we take a break, study up some more magic anyway.
Excellent. Hope to see you very soon. Please. He kind of like starts batting the book off the table.
Close the book for him.
Thank you. And then he just pushes it off the table.
I'm gonna have to go AFK.
Okay.
For a little
We
bit.
could just take our break. It's almost 1.
That works too.
Yeah, let's go ahead and take our break.
Thank you.
I love getting to play that cat. Y'all still haven't found out his name. All right.
That is something that we should probably do at some point. Okay, well, I guess see everyone at like 1:05-ish.
Yep,
We'll
be
see.
back as quick as you can for the second half of Second Sight Agency, where we are dragging this out so we don't skip a game, but we don't go too far and we don't run out the clock.
Well, I mean, we're technically getting the time extended now, theoretically.
Come
so
back
hopefully...
to Second Sight Agency, where we're dragging out the time so we don't skip games because we're missing people, but we don't do anything that would move the plot forward too far or spend too much time for the DM to have to make up for missing players.
You're in Rakdos mode today, aren't you?
Enjoy the coconut shenanigans.
Bye for now.
Okay, hold on. Okay, I put the intermission screen up. They can't see you. And I guess I'm muting us, so...
Cool.
And I guess we are officially back. So, we have to keep doing this then. Hi.
Hey.
Hello.
Hi. Welcome back to Second Sight Agency campaign, where we are just partaking in coconut shenanigans today.
Guess we're taking the tram to Bezels.
Oh, you don't know where Bezel is.
Well, to the general area we saw him last, and then we look for rats.
It could take a while. But y'all hop back on the tram and with another trip out to the Orzhov district, because that's where y'all normally run into him.
Yep, back there again. I'm still in my Erica disguise. I re-up it if I need to after an hour.
And your plan is to look around for rats.
Yep.
Just idly wandering around and watching for rats. Can I have
No,
one?
I'm gonna... I was gonna throw some mushroom crumbles and then send Watcher for an aerial view.
Okay, so you're going to litter and then send Watcher for an aerial view. Okay. Just to aggregate the amount of time it takes y'all to find him, I need one of y'all to make a survival roll.
I'll do that.
Just one?
Wait.
Maybe I should?
Okay.
I shouldn't.
Is it assisted or no?
Nope. This is just to see how long it takes y'all.
Although you do have the magic dice and all that. 12.
12?
Mhm.
It'll take y'all about 3 hours of scouring through before y'all finally manage to track Bezel down at the northern reach of the Orzhov district, where he appears to be heading towards Precinct 5.
So while we're walking, I need to talk to Feridir.
Okay, this will put it about 2 o'clock, or 3 o'clock, yeah.
at the end of that, right?
Yeah.
So, Feridir, I'm sure you noticed I wasn't able to give a really straight answer about the coin in there. I should probably not actually touch it if we get it. Like, you should probably be in charge of making sure that, it gets to where it's going from the person it's on.
Isn't this why we use things like Mage Hand?
I'm not talking about the physical contact. But...
Yeah?
Sure? I mean, Mage Hand goes away, you have to keep picking it back up. It's openly visible. We do need to put it probably away, like in a pocket or something, or in the bag, or the vault thing, but just, chain of custody, I probably shouldn't be the person with it this time.
But if we put it in the vault, you'll technically always have it.
Yes, that's why I was thinking you just hold on to it this time.
Alright.
Okay, good, that's settled, and Ingrid skips ahead.
Alright, so, after about 3 hours of hunting through places, you finally manage to spot a rat that is exhibiting unusual intelligence. Ingrid has expended several bars of mushroom crumbles. A few Azorius have glared at you for littering, but none have bothered you.
Well, I usually only, when I see, movement or something.
But at the end of 3 hours, you find yourself at the side of a familiar wagon with a goblin that you recognize in a fancy suit. He's like, "Hey, how can I help y'all? What y'all looking for today?"
Oh, do you have anything for, trapping things?
Maybe. What kind of things are you looking to trap? And he kind of picks up one of the rats and pets them.
Big things?
How big? Like people big, or
like twice as tall as me big?
That's really big. Let's see here now. He climbs into the back and starts going through his stuff. He throws out some rope, a couple of manacles, some chains. That's about most of what I got. They'll do what you're looking for.
Nothing more specialized or fancy?
I may have... I mean, are you looking for something that, I don't necessarily have?
Definitely.
Okay. He kind of pushes a box, and then, you can see him wiggling through, a small little opening, and he pulls back some stuff. Alright, so let's see what I got. He pulls out a ivory tube with a solid end piece at one end and a catch at the other. He kind of looks at it. I think this one is of earth binding. He kind of rolls that towards y'all, and he pulls out a small marble-sized piece of iron that's maybe the size of a large marble. I can't remember what they're called. The breakers? I think that's what they're called.
Oh, the shooter marbles.
Shooter, thank you, that's it.
That.
It's and I got this, but it's only really good for small creatures.
So how much would the earth-binding one run?
The scroll? I mean, all cells are final. I've never tried it. I can't guarantee its functionality, but with markup and feed costs.
Oh, I can give you a few mushroom bars left from my bag and rations for some extra feed costs for the rats.
Maybe. Handling, unhandling, not saying anything. Let's go with 255 gold. Gold Xeno.
Well, what do y'all guys think?
It's a bit pricey.
And he holds
I'm
up.
sure you could get one for about 200 somewhere else.
Maybe, but I got this now here. I mean, if you want to go lower tier, I got a Entangle Scroll for like half that. And he holds up the little ball. It's like, I mean, it may work on something that large, but it'll be a tight squeeze for them. 4,800 Xeno for the marble. And he sets that down too.
What about...
There's not like an appraise. Like, what would that skill be? Sorry.
To what, appraise the worth of them?
Yeah, just to see, like, does that seem
Make an
reasonable?
insight.
Okay, this is going to be for the first item.
For
Can
the
I
scroll?
also do insight with my horde person proficiency?
Sure.
Okay, so for the first item, or just for any of it, I guess, however that works, 24.
And I got 23, so yeah.
Okay, so he's definitely marking the price up some, but he's not marking it up as much as he possibly could.
Okay, so basically reasonable.
So what about 210 Xeno, 4 of these nutrient bars, and she pulls out one of the potions from Maine. This makes people age a little slower. Vanity item, but
He holds out his hand for the... He takes it, shakes it, uncorks it, says, oh.
I mean, vanity items, you know how they are.
Hey, that cleared my sinuses. Make a persuasion roll.
Okay. 24.
Yeah, I think I can make that work for the scroll, yeah. And he kind of like kicks the scroll case a little bit closer and then takes the potion with him back into the back of the wagon. You hear a uncorking sound. And then a slight retching sound.
Well, hopefully this will help out. Do you want? Should I put it in my bag? I guess for now, and then we'll.
After a minute or two, Bezel comes back. And the marble?
No, not right now. I mean, twice as tall as me. I don't think that would fit.
I mean, it could. It'll just be really uncomfortable and tight. So make sure you, make sure the limbs can breathe and stuff like that.
Medicine check on that statement.
Make a medicine check.
That would be a 26 to discern what in the hell that means.
If you tie someone up too tightly, they can lose circulation in a limb, which means they can eventually lose that limb or suffer nerve damage.
So
I see.
let me go ahead and adjust the money. making sure I write that stuff down. Well, I think that's probably the best we're gonna find for today.
You sure?
Right.
He like holds up the. I'm not guaranteed to have it next time.
Not right now. We don't have our assets quite as liquid as that would require.
I mean, I'm willing to take trade if you have something good.
We'll check in with you again soon.
Alright, well, fair enough. He, like, just kind of flings the orb back there. You hear, like, a chittering sound come. I know. Like, is there anything else I can get for you then, folks? You need some more rations? I think you'd like those Boros rations I got for you, right? I have some nice Azorius, walking around snacks of sorts. You know, like here, have this so it keeps you awake.
I mean, I'm good unless y'all want to try to check for anything else.
He goes back into there, comes back with like a leather-wrapped pouch, opens it up, and pulls out like a strip of jerky. He's like, here, have it, little. It's tasty.
Is that at Feridir or at
Just
me?
in general.
I'm kind of holding Kay back.
No, we're good. We'll check in with you soon. Thanks
sure?
for
I mean,
the thing that we didn't buy from you.
I don't know what you're talking. And he starts chewing on. All right. Y'all didn't see me, and then he hops off, still chewing on the piece of jerky, and goes up and like the horse, and the horse starts walking. He's like, I know. Oh, regretting that pork sandwich.
We're pretty much going back to the agency, right?
It's up to y'all where
With
y'all go,
Clay.
what y'all do.
I need to get Clay.
Hey, you need to get the clay.
Yeah.
Best bet is to find a river or go find a store that sells clay.
Time to find a store that sells clay. Probably.
All right.
Well, I mean, if we did find a river, but they'd be the underwater rivers, probably. The under-city rivers. We'll look for a store for now, I guess.
Pretty sure there are probably pottery things in this world. So.
Yeah.
I mean, if y'all want to go look at the underwater rivers, we've got a map and everything. At the underground rivers. But I keep saying underwater rivers. That doesn't make sense. Okay, we'll look for a shop that might have clay.
In particular,
It could be like building materials, or it could be like an art shop, or
any
whatever.
particular area you're looking in.
Any place that looks like it has like crafter made items.
No, I
kinda,
mean
like,
a particular area. The Orzhov district you're in, or
yeah, we're
Okay.
already in Orzhov. They have a lot of shops. We'll look where we're at.
all right. Let's see here now.
If y'all don't mind, I'm gonna get about 75 gold worth of it. Give us a few uses.
Let's see here. Where would that be? Wandering around for a little while, you do notice that it's not just in the immediate area before the Chantry. There seem to be a lot of Rakdos all over the place. And you spot more of those little miniature ballistica models that have been erected at the corners of streets with a Rakdos performer kind of just wandering around looking confused, either on one of their stages there or in front of it. Let's see here now. Bypassing several of those, you find your way to... Let's see here now. It would be... Okay. No, that's a stupid name. Why did I think that was a good name?
I guess they're doing. I guess we're seeing all this stuff as promotions for the play.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, it is just a few days away.
where I guess we're going with it. You find your way to the clay pipe and tapestry. The inside of which is... this was clearly at one point a smoking room. People come here, buy tobacco, sit and smoke and stuff like that. Just from the general layout and the counter behind there. But it looks like they have diversified over time. There are a number of clay pipes laid out on the counter as displayed for sale, as well as a number of rugs and woven mats that are on the floor with price points or even draped over a few of the lounge chairs. A portly looking human with mutton chops, but no actual beard, and a shaved head waves at you as you come in, wiping his fingers off on a damp piece of cloth to clean them from the meal he has in front of him. What can I get for ya? You looking for a pipe or some tobacco or maybe a nice little accent piece? And he gestures to one of the rugs on the wall.
Oh, I was actually wondering if you had any raw clay left over. We're doing a bit of a project.
Oh, we do have a couples thing. If you want to come back in like 2 or 3 days, you come back. You make your own pipe. You can give it as a gift, or you can keep it yourself. We serve some wine, cheeses. It's a whole little get out and do something different and meet new people kind of thing.
That does sound cute, but if you have raw clay today, that'd be more of interest.
I mean, what kind of clay are you looking? Are you looking for a slip clay or molding clay?
A molding clay.
Not a lot, but I can probably get you maybe 2 pounds.
For the spell, I know it's 25 gold worth.
Mm-hmm.
Do I know how much that is in pounds?
That is somewhere in the neighborhood of 10 pounds. That's 250 gold worth. That's $250 worth of clay. Generally, a gold coin is roughly equivalent of. Oh wait, sorry, no. 2,500 gold worth. $2,500 worth of. I'm tired and I'm not thinking clearly. Let me just start over. The spell cost takes how much worth of gold?
25.
25. Every gold coin is roughly the equivalent of 100 USD.
Okay.
So it is either a lot of high quality clay or a whole hell of a lot of regular quality clay.
If we wanted to just get maybe a larger amount of clay, do you know anywhere nearby that would have that?
I mean, my supplier could, possibly, but, I would need you to tell them that I sent you so I can get the commission.
Well, that sounds appropriate.
Okay, so do you know the Creatures of Comfort Bathhouse and Spa? It's a bit of a ways from here.
Ingrid just laughs. Yeah.
Alright, so they have this really nice clay bath setting, and, after the, I mean, it's clay, it's clay. It's clean. I'm not letting people use dirty clay.
I should just give you 1 or 2 gold for the tip, and maybe it would be awkward to mention that you sent me to a place I've been to before. You see how that would be very awkward.
I don't know what you're talking about, but okay, I will be happy to, yeah, sure, here, 2 gold? 2, 3 gold? 3, 4 gold?
2's good.
Okay.
And she passes him Tuzino.
He will take the Tuzino. It's yeah, fiddles with it a bit, puts in the coffer under there. It's would you be interested in a pipe? We have this very nice airflow with a grated mesh that to keep the ashes from going into the stem.
Not today, but it's good to know you're here if that comes up.
Okay, and should I go ahead and... How many people would you like me to put down for the couples night?
Oh, you said it's in a couple days. We'll be busy. We have tickets to the play.
Oh, okay. Well, I can definitely, just put you on the list to be notified when we have other ones if you want to put down, your address.
Not right now, but we'll check back in with you if something comes up.
Okay. We get we get new tapestries in every few weeks. If you want to just come back and see what new designs we have.
We end up in this area surprisingly often, so that might happen.
Excellent. You never know when you need a good rug, and you never know when your rugs are going to be, have to be rolled up and thrown out.
Yeah, actually, we've kind of experienced that problem before a little bit. And Ingrid
really
heads
tied
out.
the room together.
He kind of picks up a bit of his bye.
Oh, back near home, right?
All right.
Yeah.
So, are y'all walking to the tram or to the Creatures of Comfort?
We're still in Orzhov area, which means we're probably at least a couple tram stops away, so probably walk to the tram?
Okay. It'll be another 20-minute tram ride. Y'all are getting near 4 o'clock at this point by the time you would arrive near the Creatures of Comfort spa at the Sweet Street exit. You can see coffee bites across the way. There is a goblin and a imp with a little mobile vendor cart that are just standing by with a bunch of baskets of miscellaneous items that have been tossed in, and they're just arguing back and forth. The goblin is holding what looks like just a slab of raw meat and waving it around wildly.
Back to our home area, 2 blocks from the agency. 2 very long walks since it's nearly a mile.
And we're really getting our cardio in this session.
And our train riding.
Yep.
Y'all are definitely abusing the system that I put in place.
Yep.
Well,
we're running the trains like I'm playing Persona 5.
I don't get
Time
that
to
reference.
Time
I
to
get
cap
that
off
reference.
the morning where we visited Devotion by going to a bathhouse that's under his umbrella to procure stuff. That'll be fun.
So, the Creatures of Comfort Bath and Spa has been fully restored. Tall, sweeping marble columns, a long, spacious entryway hallway leads off in various directions to public baths, as well as upstairs to private bath and recreation areas. A Slavette figure stands behind the counter as you approach, dressed in a white wraparound robe. Her hair kind of drifts around her, a deep greenish blue that matches the azure of her skin tone. Her eyes seem a little larger than the average person's and are just kind of deep, dark pools of color. As you approach, she smiles broadly. So, hello, welcome back to the Creatures of Comfort Spa. How may I assist you today?
I was wondering if you had any bulk clay. Maybe between 10 and 30 pounds?
That is quite a bit of clay. We can definitely procure something like that for a VIP.
I'm actually gonna message Ingrid. Maybe we should set up like a more regular thing for the clay.
Well, this is 2 blocks away, Feridir. It's fine.
Okay. Just like the idea that this isn't a one-time thing, but...
Mm-hmm. How much would it run for if you have towards the 30-pound amount?
30 pounds of our highest quality clay will run you 35 gold pieces. 35 gold Xeno.
So, just to kind of figure out, because you said about 10 pounds was enough for the spell.
Yeah.
The spell is geared to 25.
Mm-hmm.
So is she doing like a discount or something?
She is doing a discount. Y'all are VIPs. Devotion has told her to treat y'all well.
Okay. Yes, that would be good.
Excellent. Would you be interested in any of the services of the Creatures of Comfort today? Perhaps a bath or a massage or a recreational game?
There's games here?
Oh, certainly. We play all sorts of games for our clients.
Maybe when I get back to being able to swim better.
I do not know what that means, but I assure you there will be no danger of drowning.
Just the clay for today.
Certainly. Do you want to use it here, or should we have it delivered somewhere for you?
It's for a bit of a project, so maybe to the Second Sight Agency?
Artistic. Wonderful. Always happy to service the artistic community. The agency is just a few blocks away, yes, I believe? Excellent. We will have it delivered there almost immediately. It will just take us a while to produce it.
Okay, not a huge rush on that.
Excellent.
Just,
expect it within the hour, please.
Okay, thank you.
And she holds out her hands for the coin.
Much appreciated.
Oh, certainly happy to assist. Anything for our most important visitors. She kind of awkwardly looks around after me. So,
Sorry, I had to log numbers, or I might forget later.
no worries, it's fine.
Onwards. Good thing.
Thank you. Good day.
Take care. Always happy to see you again.
And I guess we're heading back to the agency to identify Frizz.
Okay.
It's Frizz!
So it takes about maybe 10 minutes walking to get back to the agency. Y'all are pushing close to 5 o'clock at this point.
Okay, time to identify Frizz.
Okay, so you cast Identify on Frizz himself, yes?
Yes.
Frizz is under the effect... go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, we'll just go over to like the big tables in the middle, and like we'll put him around one corner, and he can get around the other corner.
Well, no, you have to touch the object that you are identifying.
Yeah, I mean, just like sit around the corner of the edge of the table and be like, okay, right.
Alright, so Frizz is under the effect of multiple magic items. I don't know what else to tell you. I mean, I can detail them all out, but they're all on his sheet. You do, however, have the full unlock of the key of Breath and Fire. As soon as I click this, please refresh your screen, Frizz, and you can read them the full effect list of the key of Breath and Fire. I'm not hearing him. Is anyone hearing him?
No.
Nope, still not hearing you. Let me try reloading.
No good.
Okay, Frizz, can you say something for me? I'm not hearing anything. You may have to reload on your end.
Maybe unplug and plug the headset in case it.
Nope.
Nope. Okay, so we appear to be having some technical difficulties. Bear with us. Frizz can just read it, but I will read it to the rest of y'all while we deal with this technical support issue. We may have to call it early if Frizz's headset has died.
Mm-hmm.
Which, I mean, we still got 3 hours. Y'all did a lot of role-playing and talking to people and meeting shopkeepers. Loading up Homebrew Collection.
Ooh, fancy.
The Key of Breath and Fire.
It's gonna get big guns.
Okay. While attuned, the bearer of this key can see a halo of energy around those who have attuned to the other poison coins. While attuned, the bearer of this key can use it as a wand of wonder, has resistance to fire damage and cold damage. While attuned, the bearer of this key can use an action to cast Fireball at 4th level from it. After you cast the spell, roll a d6. On a roll of 1 to 5, you can't cast it again until next dawn. While attuned, the bearer of this key can use an action to cast Fly at 4th level. After you cast this spell, roll a d6. On a roll of 1 to 5, you can't cast it again until the next dawn. While attuned to the key, non-magical flames are extinguished within 30 feet of you. While you are attuned to the key...
Okay, can anyone hear me now?
Oh, yes, now.
Yeah.
Also, that's a better headset, just in general.
I lost my train of thought.
Non-magical flames are extinguished. Item 6, I think.
Okay. While you are attuned to the key, animals within 30...
So I'm lighting up, right? So you can hear me.
Yes, we can hear you.
I can't hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
We can hear you. Can you not hear us? Oh. I told him he had to I needed to reload. Okay, can you hear us now?
Okay, I can hear you now.
Good.
Awesome.
Okay, let's see.
Okay. Let's see. I need to turn on the camera. Awesome.
While you are tuned to the key, animals within 30 feet of you are hostile towards you.
Oh. Ooh.
And while you are tuned to the key, celestials are always hostile towards you.
Lovely.
Finally, the artifact houses a bodiless life force that serves Ribald Sweettooth Corvine. Each time you are within 100 feet of one of his otherworld gates, you must succeed on a DC 20 Wisdom saving throw, else it will take control of your actions until you have passed through and back out the nearest otherworld gate. And it should be showing up with the spells and the stuff in your on your sheet now.
The other stuff we identified, like vulnerability to all damage, is not.
Nope. I have told you repeatedly that there are ways to fake stuff like that.
I know you have. I'm just confirming because this is our unlock of it.
I know. I'm just confirming that. Yes, I told you that not all those things were true.
Okay.
So K is always on end when he's next to first, is what you're saying.
K is not an animal.
Oh. Good to know.
Not many dogs can squish through a half-inch or an inch space.
Yeah.
So
also, were the rats?
The rats
normal?
Are not normal either.
Okay.
Neither was the cat.
Fair.
So I wonder if the Lawmaster would have to go after you because of being hostile.
I'm gonna
I mean,
assume
she's going
so.
to be pretty hostile anyway at that point. I think.
Yeah. That is true.
But you have confirmed that once you have someone attuned to the item and you cast Identify on them, that you get the full read of the item.
Which is pretty cool.
Cool.
So, huh. This key's weird.
Oh. Guidance on Feridir. You should try to get your crossbow thing to work again.
Why not?
Didn't you
Do I
already
still
try
have
that
the
today?
ability?
Oh, did he?
No, that was yesterday.
Okay.
That was yesterday, actually, at night. Do I still have the ability to like see glowing people with like the coins or whatever? Is that like universal? Or is it just to this key?
Anyone, as long as you have the key attuned, you will be able to see the aura of a poison coin on anyone who has attuned to it.
Okay, just making sure.
So, do we want to discuss any of the other stuff, like, Dr. Cardot's experiments are the other thing where we're doing experiments? Or I wonder if those are the same thing, but they might not be, but they're probably not. But they could be.
Okay. What do you mean the isn't experiments?
All right, we need to go out to dinner for that.
So,
Oh yeah. I mean,
So, I need to run AFK real quick. I can either leave this running and y'all can talk amongst yourself, or we can go on another intermission real quick. Make a pick.
Oh, do I just do a 10-minute break? And
Okay.
does that sound
Whatever y'all want. Just someone pick, please.
Break.
Okay, cool.
break then.
Yeah, they can't hear you right now. I've muted. Hey guys, we'll be back quick.
we can.
Oh, we're back. No early, no stopping early, no skipping games.
Right.
Hi, we're back. Hello. Sorry about
Hello.
that.
Hello.
So, I mean, we could talk here, or it is about dinner time. Do y'all want to go someplace?
Well, I do know this new interesting restaurant that has some cool coconut dishes that I want to try.
Feridir
Ways,
noticeably flinches at the word coconut. It's just Pavlovian now. Coconut!
Let's see. We've been walking a lot today. Did we notice anything kind of near us
True.
other than like the Imp food stall that we could try?
Yeah,
The
there's
Sweet
tons.
Street has a cafe, right?
Yeah, the Sweet Street Cafe.
We could go back up 2 blocks near the bathhouse to the Sweet Street Cafe. They had a lot of boar meat and stuff, I think, last time.
Yes. They have a open fire pit roasting boar, a lot of fire roasted vegetables, some sweet fruits, stuff like that. Warm broth for you to dip meat in if you want. It depends on how much you want to spend the quality and the amount that you get.
All right.
That seems like a good dinner spot.
Yeah, let's head over there.
I guess.
Alright.
Well, you've been there before. You and Kay seem to like it.
Alright.
Alright, Sweet Street Cafe is fairly busy. Y'all have a short wait, but y'all manage to have a seat or get a seat by around 5:45, 6 o'clock. A server comes by, a younger-looking elf with a number of piercings along their ear. They smile and say, "So, how much are you looking to spend on your meal tonight?"
So when we did the stuff, this is out of character, sorry. When we did the stuff, it was, that was 5 zib that we spent only each thing, right?
Yeah.
Or was it 5? Yeah. Ingrid will just pass along 3 gold. Just anything they want until we use that up.
So, okay, certainly. They take the coins, and like a few minutes later, they come back with 2 large pitchers of one of ale and one of wine. They set a teapot on a little coal burner for you, as well as like a thing of water and a selection of loose ground teas. They put out 3 cups for each of y'all. Maybe 10 minutes after that, y'all are brought large plates of roast boar and fire grilled chicken that has been sliced into strips and then cut into not bite-sized but slightly larger than bite-sized pieces, as well as a number of roasted root vegetables that have been diced and tossed in not cinnamon, anise and cayenne.
You can come out, Watcher, if you want to have some bites.
Watcher immediately dashes for like the boar. Grabs a chunk and then just immediely under the table. Gnawing
That
on
works.
it.
Any objections if I start drinking?
Just don't get too drunk, so you can still walk
within
home.
reason.
Within reason.
Yes.
Within reason.
I hope you don't mind me inviting Feridir along. Also, I would have felt very awkward just leaving him behind at the agency after we've all hung out all day.
You know, I completely understand. He's not real after all.
Well, it's rather awkward having dinners with Real right now, as you understand.
No, I completely
Yeah, he
understand.
may declare which Voda the Orzhov are now endorsing.
Yes, and I would rather not have him call out to random people demanding them to do things like make a play about him.
I was more worried about, his mother's colleagues seeing us together or something.
Oh yeah, because you have to deal with all that.
Yes. Less so the other stuff. I mean, we all have our quirks, right? But,
True.
you do remember from the... I mentioned the asylum before? Is that
Mm-hmm.
So, while I was there, one of the workers, I believe the red-haired guy who was watching the door entries, said that they were being careful about people going to visit patients and stuff because we're buying people's patients and are kidnapping currently for testing. And that was a while back, but that particular lab seems to still be fairly active. I was wanting to get y'all's thoughts on the matter.
Is it typically have live?
I mean, there's notices on the boards for research usually, right? But not... I mean, usually it's you sign waivers and things, not being picked up off the streets.
Yeah, but remember there was a false visit thing, so was it the false visit in connection with the false cynic? The ones who originally hired Frizz, in addition to the false ones that hired me and Rick.
Wasn't that just Grigham's cousin Lugar saying, "Oh, hey, our boss said there's a job"? Like, wasn't that just Lugar? Like, just one person?
Lugar is it?
Yeah. What I'm saying is that I wonder if the is it they're referring to is the same false is it. Like, I'm saying that doesn't necessarily mean the official is it guild, because we already know that they've already had, faked an is it lab.
A Simic lab, yes. Yeah.
And a Simic lab, so...
Well, the only issue with that is they are officially on lab funding. You remember Frizz when we went in and I asked about if the Lab of Orientation was buying samples?
Mm-hmm.
There's a good chance that they're tied to it as a possible culprit. And from what I understand, they're getting a lot of funding recently instead of, being secret. They're on the books with the quartermaster. If that's them. It's something I haven't been able to put a lot of research into until we found out the location just a couple days ago while we were fundraising for you.
True. Well, first off on the matter, kidnapping it's not precedent. It has been recently prevalent in the guild. Especially with people that cannot afford to pay the hefty rate to have test subjects. And it does logically make sense. Though it is a little immoral. But if we're looking to go check out the lab to make sure, I mean, we could just go there.
I mean, we do have the crystals. The quartermaster said they have a budget and might be buying. Is it? I mean, yeah. I'm not outright saying this is a thing we need to go into and correct. I'm just seeing if, among y'all there's any interest of seeing if there's more to it.
Sure.
It definitely could be something we could check out.
And I mean, if nothing else, if it turns out they're doing something they're not supposed to and they have a big chunk of the budget, that frees up a chunk of the budget. Perhaps an enterprising Izzet who helps with that budget. Could be something in it for you. I know you don't have a lab space at the guild hall currently.
That is true.
Not that you necessarily need one, but there could be bonuses for you or recognition within your own guild if it were a matter of they're getting improper funding because they're not doing things properly.
Yeah, I would not be opposed to correcting some things.
Or at least investigating what's going on to see if there any correction is even necessary. So, out of character, how do the Simic and Izzet commonly work together, or are they pretty much their own separate things?
They both have their own goals. Occasionally, they will coordinate on mutual interest projects. But the same can be said for the Simic and the Selesnya. For example, they both had a mutual interest in the original Pearl Plaza Park and coordinated on that.
Right. So, if Dr. Cardot was working in a Izzet lab, that would be necessarily, super weird.
Generally, if there is a coordinated effort going on, a neutral or combined lab is established somewhere.
Now, we don't know these two things are related. Are that the issues are still ongoing? Perhaps they're past whatever phase? We don't know particular that Dr. Cardot and this location are linked. I just figured if there was any interest into looking into it further, we do have a fairly legitimate approach.
Yeah, no, we can easily get in there properly. I do also need to head there eventually to get proper paperwork.
At the guild hall? Or...
Yes, at the guild hall.
Well, I know we'll be back on the 25th, but if you need to go tomorrow instead, that's definitely a possibility. They might even have the metal done early.
They could. I do need to check and make sure that all the paperwork's fine so I can legally own and, license what I've been building.
Before we go check in with them, perhaps if we made one more detour to that Undercity area and perhaps picked up that ball of Mizium?
That would be quite useful.
I wonder if, even as a magic user, with you being Izzet, can you have Mizium armor?
I've seen it done before. I've seen it is quite strong at that.
It would give us something to look into. And if those samples are anything like the other where they need cleaning and purifying, perhaps if we had it on hand and picked up the other one and were satisfied, we could drop off the first.
Yeah.
Get towards making something. I don't know if I can jewelry craft anything with either of them. That is still something to figure out.
Yes.
But I've heard in their pure state they do make better items.
No, they definitely do. Now, we are trying to hire new people. We've put some thought into hiring someone who is skilled with making armor or other defensive things, right?
I think that would be a good. It seemed like Noros was a very big help, but we would probably do want some more physical help for things like that. And perhaps even occasionally someone who can help with the jewelry type items. Some of us casters can't use as heavy an items, so jewelry and stuff can be useful.
Yeah,
I think we also need to get a alchemist at some point to brew up some potions for us. We're running rather low.
Yes, I have noticed that. Maybe we can hire a biomancer. You think you know anyone that could work with us in that sort of area?
Cathal did say something about us having interviews coming up. We should probably check in with
on that.
her. Maybe tomorrow. I think we've annoyed her a bit for today.
And that is true.
Today.
Maybe we've annoyed her for a bit.
We should check on who we should hire. We can definitely head to the lab sometime, hopefully soon. I mean, like in 2 weeks at the most.
Yeah, I don't want to get too distracted from the Lawmaster. But...
No, I understand that. If we're dealing with the Lawmaster, we're going to need to be there anyway because that is near her flight path anyway.
Okay.
Well, if we want to pick up the Mysium sample, and Ingrid's sipping her tea. If we want to pick up the Mysium sample, we are staying together right now. We could make one loop with the dramas before bed. Pick up some more scrap, maybe too, if I pass it out the door to y'all. See what I can clear out of my bag by putting it in the office first and get some more room.
Okay, I think I may need to get some tea first.
I still need to sell some of my old stuff, like that leather armor.
Yeah, I'm probably going to down some tea or something to kind of knock some of the alcohol off if we're actually going to be doing something physical.
Yeah. If you have leather armor,
I don't think he would be drunk. He'd just be buzzed.
Yeah. Do you mind seeing if we can get that leather armor readjusted? At least temporarily, if we have to go, say, fight an angel that is inherently hostile to me.
Sure, it's, I think, hardly broken in. You should be able to just adjust the stays on the side for lacing. I think I wore it about 2 days before I found this one, and she makes a little clunk sound at her shoulder under the vest.
Okay, very cool.
So, it didn't have too much use through the tunnels. It's in pretty good shape.
Very cool.
Okay.
So, we need to go get that, go to the lab sometime. We'll easily get that changed over. And, yeah.
Yeah, so it sounds like order of operations is maybe get the armor to a tailor and then go get the museum.
There is an interesting tailor. It's a little late in the day. We can see what kind of hours they have, or maybe tomorrow. They're only around a block from here. Burrow and Hill, they might even be closer than that.
They're
Burrow and
not
Hill
far.
tailors. We can see what their hours are. They actually make reinforced clothes for like social situations and things, so that you can, dress up very well and still be a bit protected.
That's very cool.
As often as we end up at a party for some reason.
Yeah.
I definitely have a spare outfit for... just one, but it's workable. Usually I stay in my armor.
True. I do have other clothes I can change into if we ever need that. So, we'll go drop off the armor, then, if we can, pick up the dromids, and then go ahead and grab the Mysium.
Yeah.
And then probably just get to sleep after that.
Yeah. Unless we have anything else major we need to do. But I don't think we would.
A nap
I
does
believe
not sound
there's...
bad.
What'd you say, Gyrnos?
Oh, I said a nap does not sound bad.
I believe there's one more of those cores, like you've been working with in the lab.
Mm-hmm.
Down there too. probably grab
Well, we should
that.
collect that too.
Mhm.
Yeah. And just as a reminder, whatever we do, we probably want to do as a group.
Yeah.
Kind of,
What was your reminder? It kind of cut out.
sorry. Whatever we do, we want to do as a group.
Yeah, if y'all don't mind the drama ride down there, I think, go grab that museum so that if we're going around Is It places, that'd be the best place to figure out if we need to process or get it purified, or if there's anyone that can help us figure out what we can make with it.
Sure.
I'm better at small metal things and she gets out the communication stone, like these pens, rather than big things like armor.
Yeah, they're kind of different skill sets. At least that's my understanding.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like a plan to me.
Okay, so y'all are getting the Dromids. You're heading down to the Undercity.
Taylor,
right.
if they're open.
Barwon Hill Tailors, it is fairly late in the evening at this point, after 6. As you approach, there is a sign that reads "By appointment only" on the door that was not there previously.
Huh. And does it look like they're still in there, or does it look kind of closed down?
You see some lights within, but the door is closed and locked.
Maybe we should try them tomorrow.
I think we have staff for making appointments and stuff, so maybe have them handle that tomorrow.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And we know they close down sometimes when they get an important client, too. If they're here late after hours and they have by appointment only out, they could be working on an important project.
Yeah, that's kind of why I suggested doing that first.
But, we can see if we can just relace the leather and see how it's looking, too, once we get back to the agency. I don't want to be doing that in the middle of the street.
Alright, so the next stop was the agency anyway to get the Dromids, as I understand it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, what is the size of the armor initially?
It's just leather armor off the base stat.
Okay.
So I guess Ingrid's size.
Okay. It would not require too much modification to make it so other people could wear it then.
I figured it probably just had lacing on the sides and stuff.
Yeah, it's a matter of adjusting the buckles, adjusting the lacing, and adjusting the hook points.
Okay.
If you want that, I'm going to go ahead and take leather armor off my list, and you can put it on yours.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, generally, as long as you're staying within the same size category, there's not much of an issue. If you're going from small to medium, or from medium to small, you'll either not have enough, or you'll have excess. But even that can generally be overcome with some modification. But same size category, it's a non-issue.
And maybe we can see if... once we look into the museum as an option, maybe there's other armor that could be made for you.
Possibly.
That would be helpful. Maybe we could upgrade something like this with, multiple pieces of leather. Or museum. Sorry.
I kind of like how you take the little bug pieces sometimes and you hook them through, and then the armor's kind of spiky. But with Mizium?
Yeah. That'd be cool.
Alright, so the next stop on your journey was to the Dromids, and then all the way down to the Is It lab that was discovered in Roma, right?
Yeah, I think this is the last main out of the way trip, because there's just 2 main items of interest still there.
Mm-hmm.
But Ingrid's going to unload a lot of her stuff at her office and lock it up so that She has most of the bag plus the box now.
Okay. Arriving at the location, you would find it's much the same as you had left it before, though there is a significant amount of fungal growth that is occurring in there to the point that you have to actively force some of the stalks out of the way to get into the deeper portions of it. You get the impression that any much longer and this is going to be completely overgrown with fungus and almost impossible to get through.
I'm going to try to clear the way. Does the fog block them from going in still?
No, not anymore.
Okay. I'm going to try to clear the way enough that we can get to the mostly intact one.
Okay. If you're
basically...
Go ahead.
What did we take last time? Like an arm and a torso?
An arm and a torso, yes.
So, like, if we put between, like, the bag of holding and the chest and, like, their backpacks, could we get pretty much the rest of that one?
You will be all very weighted down, with the exception of Ingrid and her extra-dimensional storage space, but you should be able to get the majority of it. There may be a few scraps that are buried in mushroom stuff that you can't find, but 85% of it at least you'll be able to carry out.
If we get most of the rest of the intact one with this orb and then the Mysium ball, I think we're pretty good on that. And then if we really want to go in later for the loose pieces, we have the option maybe.
No, I think we should just assume that unless there's some dire need, I think we just want to assume that we want to get as much as we are going to want.
Well, this is the most we can carry at the moment, so.
Yeah.
And I think that's probably like us walking the Dromids part of the way with like throwing the part on the back kind of thing for balance. So I think that's pretty much like the rest of the evening.
Y'all are definitely heavily encumbered, and it takes you nearly twice as long to get back as it does to get there with the Dromids loaded down and you all loaded down.
Nearly a full robot though, Frizz.
By the time y'all get home, it is pushing 1 in the morning.
Alright. I'm tired. Let's go to bed.
Okay.
Those words are magic to my ears.
Same.
Alright. Can I have... Let's see here now. Ingrid, you never actually touched the brass coin, correct?
I don't believe so, because I was holding the jar for it to go in.
Okay. Feridir, did you ever actually touch the brass coin?
I don't think so.
I think it was only Rail, because we didn't even know it could ask for a tune at that point.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. Alright, then, I need Frizz to make me a charisma saving throw, please. With
I
disadvantage.
have touched one of them, though.
Which coin?
Trying to think which one it was. Oh, no, it was the key. I touched the key because we didn't know it was a coin. Yeah.
Then I need you to make a charisma saving throw at disadvantage as well.
Dirty 20.
Okay.
At disadvantage even if I didn't attune?
Yeah, this is something else.
Well, also I'm not sleeping if that matters. 14.
14. Alright, you both at 6 in the morning feel a hot hot wave of energy roll over you. Not quite somewhat the feeling of someone stepping on your grave, which is a cold sensation, but a warm sensation. You feel a pull towards the northeast.
And I'm still like just sitting out in the lobby drawing and stuff like normal.
I'm gonna get up and go find Ingrid.
Oh, hi. Having trouble sleeping, Frizz? It's kind of something weird happened.
Do you feel that too? The warmth, that pull.
Yeah.
Yeah, someone's gathering the coins.
Do you think maybe that was someone using a coin? Like maybe the Lawmaster finished her shift?
I wonder if it is. Like that makes sense.
Because she works till 6 a.m.
Yeah. But the thing is, well, no, I've only been tuned to it for like 2 days. So she didn't kill anyone or do that thing yesterday. Have you felt this warmth before?
No, it seems new. I guess
Seems new.
I guess that's not that then. Let's see.
I think someone's trying to gather the coins.
Let's see. Northeast of here. Grove, Burgeoning Blossom, another precinct. I can't tell how far it is. It's not the direction of Scalara, though.
No. You don't feel the pull anymore, do you? Or do we feel the pull anymore, or is it just like that one instance?
It was more of a momentarily pull, like someone grabbed you and yanked your shoulder in the direction, and then it stopped.
Okay.
Is there any way to determine kind of distance or bearings on something like this? If we wanted to go look in that direction tomorrow, maybe we could use augury to narrow it down a bit.
Yeah. That could be possible. Huh.
I would say if it was a continuous, or if it happened again and you had people in the proper positioning, and then conferred with each other about the directionality, you may be able to triangulate a general area where the pull is towards. But it's not a continuous effect. It was a singular moment of heat and then the feeling of being pulled in that direction.
Yeah.
I know. The only reason I'm mentioning like augury is like if we went this direction, would we find it within 30 minutes type question.
Yeah, I understand that. I'm just like, you were asking about, is there some way we could figure out the direction or it was coming from, how far it was and stuff like that.
We can triangulate it right now. I have an idea. We may need to go visit someone else. But let's say, like, we might not have to do it now. We can do it later. But, we're here. We felt the pull come that direction, right?
Northeast.
Well.
Yeah, there you go.
That direction. Let's go find someone else. Let's say they find him here. We'll just triangulate it, yeah.
So, I notice Feridir's not out here with us.
Oh, wait, sorry. Did I say northeast? It's northwest.
Okay, let me check that out.
No, wait, hold on. No, it is northeast. I'm sorry. I'm tired and I'm not thinking clearly.
Okay, because that's why I was saying like Sungrove or Burgeoning Blossom because they're...
Yeah, it's northeast. I'm tired and I'm questioning myself. Sorry.
Yeah. It's okay.
So probably... Feridir's not out here, so if it's a coin thing, he's never touched them.
Never touched one.
And I know
but you know who has... And he probably won't be affected by this. Let's visit Devotion again.
To dangerous proposition, but perhaps fun. We will see him again in 2 more days, but yeah, we could do that.
I think that could be hilarious. I think we should go in the morning.
It is the morning.
Oh yeah.
We
Like,
might need a little
is it a
more
long rest?
rest.
Y'all have not gotten a full long rest.
Cool. Yeah.
You only got about 5 hours of sleep.
Yeah, 'cause it's 6 in the morning. We went to bed at 1. Yeah. Okay. All right. Give me like 3 more hours, and we'll be good to go. Is there a chair nearby?
There are several chairs.
Can I sleep on a chair?
The library
Yeah.
ones are more comfy.
Having
you
slept
notice
in chairs, yes.
You notice Ingrid's got a bunch of papers out in front of her, and she has a drawing from her scrying of the person who was with Dr. Cardot out on the table.
That's cool. You're a good artist.
And just keeping up on our records in case we need to look into stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I did one of that patient we saw too. I don't know if those capsules will block it or not, though.
Mm-hmm. Well, we'll find that out sometime.
Alright, so 9 a.m. rolls around, a long rest is completed, coffee is delivered to various people, as well as pastry, breakfast in the form of a pastry stuffed with scrambled eggs and meat, and potatoes and stuff.
So, Feridir, anything wake you up during the night?
No, why?
Wait, we need a roll call. Who's all here?
Right now, the 3 of you. Cathal has been moving around. You have seen Arissa and Daldra. Arissa is the one who brought y'all food. Daldra and 4 goblins headed out maybe an hour before Arissa brought y'all breakfast. Y'all have not seen that you know of.
Okay. So none of our people. So okay, I don't know who all has coins or anything who has touch coins, but anyone who has, hopefully they're here.
Yeah, I mean, well, Rail actually attuned to the one we turned in, the brass one that we turned into the Azorius. But
Yeah, well,
he is not here at
Rails.
the moment. But yeah, that was bad. We had to get that broken
Wait.
like a curse with Celestia.
What?
Okay, so last night, Warmth, a yank, like a pull to some northeast direction, and we're gonna go
Just
find
go to the
Devotion.
bathroom, it happens to everyone.
That
Okay,
was
yes.
very garbled.
It's different. We're going to find Devotion, okay?
Wait. Okay. Warmth, pull to.
Northeast.
Okay.
Wait, are you writing
Only
notes?
happen to people that touch the coins.
Devotion.
People
Am I
don't
writing
take-
notes? No, I just woke the fuck up and somebody's like, quick, Warmth, Northeast Devotion.
Oh,
I'm
sorry,
like,
I was getting
what?
excited because I was like, oh, no one's taking notes except for Ingrid, oh well. And then, like, it sounded like someone was taking notes. And I was, like, super excited.
I'd take some notes.
I'm having fun. It's okay. I'm trying to cheer myself up and keep myself awake for the next 27 minutes.
I
Okay,
understand.
I wrote down Warmth, Northeast Devotion. Because that is.
Now the
Oh.
24th.
Okay, so what's going on? I heard the pulling. Why?
Okay, yes. There was magical pulling at the middle of the night at like 6 in the morning that pulled us northeast.
Not
And it
physically.
was like a hot flash. I thought it was a little physically.
Not,
A
you
little
weren't
bit.
dislodged, but there was a definite, like, pull.
I think we should also get a
Fun.
newspaper We should get a newspaper this morning.
Yeah, let's get a newspaper as we head over there.
Can't we just ask Pam?
Let me go use the restroom real quick though.
Okay.
Oh god, we had
Bye.
to do verisimilitude. Hold on, I gotta use the restroom and I need to brush my teeth. I need to put some lotion on my scales, otherwise they dry up and flake.
Oh, I'm going to dress up in my Undercity dress. And Ingrid goes and rushes off to listen to a regrouping.
Okay.
Alright. Whisper jar. The one where I find out my name or all the other stuff.
That's need to know, right? A DC 15 intelligence investigation check?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and make your check.
That is a 22.
Okay. So you find out your name.
Mm-hmm.
You find out your primary profession and your skill proficiencies.
Yep.
And you find out 3 aliases that you have used within the past month.
Alright. Cool. Oh, it is the past month. God damn it. That is something that I probably should have read fully.
Wait.
Anyway.
So that means that Ocean was using all those aliases within a month?
Within the past month, yes.
How did Low
Fair.
Justice Eldrin pop up then?
That is a very good
That's
question.
a great question.
Okay.
I think yours is different than his, though.
Maybe. And then I'll go ahead and do the other one too.
If
they know anything about me.
encyclopedia?
Yeah.
Go ahead and make your history check.
Remember, you have inspiration if you need it.
I woke up, let me just blow everything.
Hey, it's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. I do the same.
18.
18?
Do you though? I've never
Like-
seen you use your acquisitioning thing before.
He's used it once or twice. Not a
Yeah,
lot.
I'm saying, like, if I were in that position, in, like, a world where I had those abilities, I would totally use it on myself. I completely agree and understand.
Yeah.
So,
Thank you.
you hear your own voice, though it sounds very tired. Like you went for a very long run.
Okay.
We go now into the place where all things are one, to start this over again, so that we may fix it this time.
Things are gonna get fucky.
Huh. Huh. Well, I guess my other alias isn't named Rybold then. So,
You can head back upstairs in one of her little mushroomy ball gowns.
yeah, I'm gonna get out the restroom and then head over.
She's still mage hand winding mushrooms in her hair as she comes up the stairs. Her typical mage hand, which has the extra finger joint.
Mm-hmm. Hmm.
Why are you dressed up?
I mean, we don't have anything particular we're doing today. And we're
okay.
going out fancy places. Like the tailor, and I mean, I should get to dress up some. Anyway, I have to wear Overcity clothes most of the time anyway.
I mean, I'm not questioning you. I'm just making sure I'm appropriately dressed.
Oh. I mean,
you look very nice.
Straighten your collar a bit. If you want.
Okay. I'm gonna do that.
Hey, Frizz, you okay? Having a sick day?
Huh? Oh, yeah. Give me a second, and then I'll talk. I'm trying to. I'm thinking.
I'm deeply disturbed, but okay. I'm gonna give Kay some scritches and pets.
Might as well not pre-prepare a hex. That would be... You don't do that when you're going to go see people. That's bad. I should get my rock grub some snacks, though.
I wonder what happens if I kill myself.
Bro!
Then you would maybe be dead? As far as I know, you don't have a clone brain? I mean...
Well, that's the interesting thing, though. So... Okay, so I looked up myself, okay?
Okay.
And...
Like you did for devotion?
Yes. I talked... Can I just replay that thing, like, to make it easier? What exactly did I say again? It was like...
I go now into the place where all things are one to do things the correct way the next time.
Start this over again so
Yes,
we may
there we
fix
go.
it this way.
Okay.
Okay, so,
Can
I think I'm having a little dance throughout time.
That would explain why Devotion kept looking at you a lot while he was talking.
Yes. So I do not know what's going to happen. This clearly happens with the jar. So, this jar... Huh. That's weird. Like, it continues, like... It can hold that recording, which I've never said to my knowledge. And I don't think I'm dealing with a whole situation. I just kind of motion at Feridir. So this had to have happened before. I sound tired. Do I sound older?
Can I actually do... I was
No,
gonna
you just
say,
sound tired.
maybe this is weird,
Like
but
you went
can I
running.
do a medicine check on the voice?
Yeah, sure.
Like,
Make a medicine check.
maybe at disadvantage, but just to kind of get the...
I mean, yeah, you can do it at disadvantage if you want. It's a stupid IGC, but either way.
Just roll.
Okay. I'll just do it regular. That would be a 27.
I'm impressed that you almost hit 30. It sounds like Frizz, but it sounds like Frizz just very tired, like, he used a lot of magic, or he went running, or he was just working out.
So as far as I can tell, you'd basically be not extreme age difference, but definitely very tired, fatigued. Also, as a note, we've dealt with a lot of time weirdness, so it may not just be you, it may just be because you have access to the Whisper Jar.
Well, I mean, Devotion only looked at him for that. He did suggest we take him picnicking somewhere.
Yeah.
Don't know why that would be strange for devotion, but
If devotion knows more, then we probably should head there sometime soon.
I'd go picnicking.
So, because I have them, you already know it's coming. My current hypothesis.
okay,
I'm shenanigans, obviously.
probably.
Because of just the talks that I've had, I have just a suspicion that it's going to deal with Ribald and bullshit. Okay? Something's happening within a year. During that year, we're going to get fucked. Hard. And I'm going to reset the thing, the thing might be myself in time. It might be this whole world in time, but something's getting reset to where we all are one, and then things can restart.
Okay. Of tangential relatedness, didn't Scalara need all the time in the world, which would mean not only all the future,
There was the world said.
all the time. Sorry. Which would indicate not only the future, but also the past.
Yeah.
So we already know that kind of does coincide somewhat with a related phenomena.
I mean, instead of saying devotion, we could go, do the thing he told us that we might want to go do first before we go see him again.
I feel like that may be good advice.
And go see if the tailor's open.
We could
Let's
just
go.
literally have our people make all those appointments, but okay.
It's 3 or 4 buildings down. We can go on the way out. I mean, you don't want to have and tell them how to dress Frizz. That just wouldn't be quite proper.
Okay,
Yeah.
sure.
So here's the question, Frizz. Can
Mhm.
you make it where we could fly? Can we fly 3 miles up?
We're going at 60 feet for. Yeah?
If we start
We'll go
not flying
gotta-
on the way, you have enough uses to make it where we can fly again, right?
Yes. But we need
I'm not
to hold
following
hands.
this line of questioning.
That would probably be smart, because as a backup, I could probably I could transform a little and slow us down if I had to, at least if things went wrong. Oh, the Millennial Platform. That's where the falls is, where we were supposed to go picnicking. I mean, if we don't have our coins for that, and that's 250 gold each. That's a little pricey for going picnicking.
Don't
And
we all have a free
It'd be
ticket?
fun. Huh?
Don't we all have a free ticket?
If we get it in another month or so?
In another month.
Okay.
But if we're going for that, you should dress up. And we should pack our picnic stuff.
Wait, we're doing this now?
I mean, this does sound rather urgent, doesn't it? I mean, Devotion looked at Frizz, set the man out of time. We have a recording about time stuff. A next logical step, if we're worried about time stuff, is to maybe go follow the suggestion and see what happens. I mean, I would have actually liked if Real could have come on this one in case, we run into Viviana, which, we might run into Viviana. She probably won't just try to kill us. But we might run into Viviana.
Second point. Angels don't like him. And we're about to fly 3 miles up.
It'll be okay.
It's a touristy area. Even if they're hostile, like, it's a whole bunch of tourists and shops, and people are allowed to be there. Not everyone takes the airships up. You know, we can get there and we can see if anyone else is flying. We could play that part. Play that part by ear.
Should I bring a date?
That will make it harder for the flying? And
Just a bit, yeah.
it's
Okay.
probably easier for 3 of us to fly, but you should go get dressed into nicer clothes now. I take back what I said earlier about just fixing your collar.
Okay. I go and put on the nice clothes that were tailored.
They fit pretty well.
I'm sorry, what was the AC on that?
Plus, it's just your basic +1. So,
Okay.
yeah.
If you equipped like a leather armor, it would be the same AC.
Yeah, it's the leather armor equivalent.
Okay.
But it doesn't look like armor, which is the point.
Right. That's actually very useful to know.
I have my regular armor because I like have the dress and then the armor and then the little vest over
Yeah,
my...
you have that thing designed to be worn over the armor to make it look fancy.
I may need to look into that at some point, but okay, I'll just try to note that my armor class is now 14.
I mean, you can
Sure.
you can wear your Simic armor with your nice clothes. It's fine. I'm just saying you should maybe dress up a little bit. It's a very fancy place to be picnicking. People are paying like 200 gold to go up there.
Are we?
Theoretically, we're gonna fly?
Okay, sure. I'm done debating. This is my life now.
I mean, going to see devotion before we've done anything that we took his advice for seems a little early.
I don't understand why. Okay, we narrowed it down to go see devotion or dress up and go to the millennial platform, and that's how we're spending the day. I feel like there are steps involved that got skipped.
Okay,
Well then,
Feridir, how would you like to spend the day today as an agency member?
Oh, what the fuck is going on?
fine then. How about this? We'll go tomorrow to go to there, and we can do whatever you want for a day. Okay?
I'm just gonna get dressed.
That's like what you say to the dog before you take it to the vet to have it put down.
Oh.
I was mainly doing it for out of character reasons because I'm not going to be here next session, and let's not plan to go somewhere
yeah,
with
that's
me,
true.
and I'm not going to be here because we have 8 minutes.
That's true.
Oh,
Yeah, we don't have enough time.
okay.
Yeah. So tomorrow, do whatever you feel like, and then we'll go make me a Time Lord. Okay?
Well, I'm still staying dressed up today.
I mean, I could give you another heart. I know people that can do that.
Well, we'll get there.
If you want to be a Time Lord, I mean.
We'll get there.
Are you
I
sure?
hate
I mean,
the
you already have one.
I hate that y'all have made Doctor Who canon in Ravnica now.
Hey, you started it.
Me?
I mean,
no,
I started
didn't.
I did start this.
This is clearly your fault.
I started this with a Final Fantasy VIII reference, and it has just
Oh, God.
gone way overboard.
So I don't think we really prepared any Q&A stuff today, like we were gonna originally.
Okay, here, I got an idea. Halo, are you having fun? Ziziva, are you having fun? Huh? Okay, that's all the questions I had.
Hey!
The outrage.
I got him to turn his camera back on. I know you're having fun, Feridir. That's why I didn't ask.
Okay.
I thought it was pretty clear I was having fun, but okay.
No, I was doing a bit.
It's okay.
60 goddamn episodes. Holy crap, why am I still doing this?
Are you having fun?
I'm telling a story. And I love every minute of it that I am here.
Good.
Good, because I am too.
I love that basically you're like, hey, we've been setting up for this boss fight, and then you're going like, oh, by the way, let's go to this boss fight instead. Alright, so to confirm, next week Halo is not going to be here, but Meryl is going to be here. Am I right on that?
Ooh,
Yeah.
fairly sure.
And then the week after that, I'm moving cross country and may not be here.
We'll see.
Yeah, hun, I love you. It is a 1,700-mile drive.
Okay.
And I'm going to have 2 cats in the car with me. You're going to have one sweet little cat that's just going to be like, Mama, why?
Yes, but she'll do it like.
So, yeah, no, we're going to do our best. I make no goddamn promises about the stream for the next 3 weeks, guys. And,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what it is.
Yeah, because we're moving back to Texas, yay. My family is being kind enough to let us stay with them for a while to try and get our finances built back up because our finances are not doing great. Which means we're going to be streaming from a single room again. We haven't done that since like the first episodes.
Judicious use of the mute button.
Yeah. Oh, I know. Or we could just put a microphone in the center of the room. That worked so well last time.
It was a thought.
Maybe I should come over and set it up.
All the way there. That's a lot of
It'd
driving.
be a bit of a drive.
Yeah,
But I think
we
at some point we could meet
There's a baby in my family's house right now, so if you do that, you have to come in full hazmat gear.
We'll be up there soon. Like, we're heading your way. We're just stopping over.
We're actually
fine.
driving past you.
Work out something at some point.
Maybe we can stop and have like a
We'll figure
burger
out
or something.
Could be
I
fun.
don't know. Yeah, good lord, there's so much planning to go on, and
It's
everything is
actually like a
feeling
2 to
last
3
minute.
hour detour, though, because the main road's through there.
Oh, no, I was just going to tell him, hey, we'll meet you here, and then never show up.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
It's like, I can
I'm
say,
kidding,
hey, we
I'm
used
kidding.
Waze. I don't know where I am. Alright, hey, this has been Second Sight
Why did you
Agency.
say you'd be in Tyler?
I do want to drive through Bertram, Texas, for reasons. It's nowhere near our route, but I want to. This has been... Go ahead.
Bye, everyone. Have fun today. Halo?
This has been Second Sight Agency campaign on the bonus roll. Background music has been provided by Sirenscape. I'm so glad I stayed up till 2 a.m. retooling this possible boss fight on the off chance y'all went and picked a fight with this boss today.
Yeah, and I'm glad we
It's
did.
okay.
I said we
Yeah.
needed everyone's vote if we were going to do it.
Yes, you
Yeah, not
said that
everyone's
this
here,
morning.
so-
After I spent several hours retooling the boss.
It's okay. This is when I stay up till 3 in the morning talking about how we're going to deal with the boss.
I noticed.
Maybe 4.
I slept.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Sirenscape, music, good. Tabletop audio, also music, good, but we're not using them right now.
But, you know, consolation prize.
Shadowrun, temporary hiatus. One-shotters on Saturday, temporary hiatus. Second Sight Agency, I don't know what the fuck. I'm going to do my best to keep it running because otherwise people yell at me. I'm kidding, they don't yell at me. They just kind
I
of
don't.
pout
We'll
and...
try to figure something out.
Yeah. No, it's fine. No one yells at me. I'm doing this of my own volition.
Yes, that's what we tell them.
Yes. I I'm really bad at Spanish, and I still have Spanish to do.
So there might be a world building with
Yes.
Tux and you soon.
Tux and I will either play Among Us, and I will lie to Tux baldly while we do that.
Yeah, and then play Among Us.
Or we'll do like a 5-room dungeon. I will explain the theory behind a 5-room dungeon and how to go about creating one of these nightmare scenarios where you have a single page that you hand to your dungeon master and you tell them, "Good luck, buddy."
There's going to be a lot of bullshit.
Yeah. It's okay.
Well,
it's worth it.
The option is either a lot of bullshit or you plan everything out like a sociopath, and then you have to, deal with Windows not wanting to open up your preferred file documents. When they hey, by the way, instead of going to this place, we're going to go to this place.
Yeah.
Or
I'll just make a path and then just have AI dungeon up and see what it says. And there we go.
Well, okay, so what we just found out on the Whisper Jar, what Ingrid's suggesting makes sense.
Yeah, no, I'm fine with it. I wasn't expecting it.
I'm glad it makes sense to you. To my character, where I'm just like, okay, I just woke up. Let's go see the function. Yeah. No, let's fly into space.
Yeah, you kind of missed the Sensei conversation we had.
Go visit a demigod or fly into space. It's like, how about the choice where I drink some goddamn coffee?
The devotion's a demigod now. That's interesting. I mean, I know you like him. You just stop in the middle of conversations and you're like, I like devotion. I didn't know that he was a demigod to you.
Hey, if you're watching this and you're a creator and you have created a Dungeons and Dragons module and you would like to see us play that Dungeons and Dragons module, get in touch with us. Because we just played the Green Cauldron by The Tide Goes Out, and we had a ton of fun, and now we're looking for another module for another person to run on our Saturday one-shots.
Yes, please help us do this work.
If you really want to, because it's already happened once, and you want to just you can join my Sunday night game. Because apparently that happens if you write modules.
Yeah, I'm a little freaked out.
Within an hour after interviewing them.
I'm a little freaked out that,
you can join my game.
One of the people on Twitter that I super respect, oh my god, this guy has put out so much content. You just went and got hey, you want to join my D&D campaign? I was like...
To be fair, he started it with hey, does anyone have a game open? And I was like, hey, are you free from this time on Sundays?
I knew it was when my game happened because mine are the wrong time.
I was not expecting that.
So in college, I heard about this thing networking, something like that.
Well, now I have to get off my ass and actually get something finished so I don't look like a poser.
Just make it till you make it.
I'm doing both.
If you build it, the clout will come.
No, it won't. The cow may... Wait, never mind. I'm not going down this route. It ends badly.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Right. No.
Okay, in show. And, hey, I hope someone actually follows us because it says follow us on Twitter @bonusroll at this point. We really need to get, a Twitter... made for all of y'all at bonuscast, and just give all of y'all the password for it, and any of y'all can do tweets.
I don't like that idea.
I love that idea.
I mean, I think that there's ways of building an API such that somebody submits to it and it goes to the account without exposing them. But speaking of that, I was kind of wondering if maybe if you gave out the stream key, if you guys couldn't make Sunday, then maybe Halo and I could do it in Among Us, or just put something in the time slot.
Yeah, sure.
Just so that we're not completely I'm not trying to volunteer anybody. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying maybe we could try to set something up where, or at least not just dark for 3 weeks or something.
Well, I mean,
to get some pressure off you.
I appreciate the whole idea of taking pressure off of me, but I'm going to take a moment to say, hey guys, thanks for dropping in on the stream, and I'm going to shut off the audio now.